Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tombs of Scoria. We are getting very near the end of this campaign. I know we've been saying that for like 8 months now, 10 months now, but it's actually getting really, really close these days.
Wait, real quick, as you tell us this, can you raise your microphone volume?
More? Even more?
Okay.
How's that?
Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
All right. To start today's session, I want us to take a look at the map, and I want us to zoom out a little bit so we can see the whole of Arcadia all at once. You'll see I have added little markers across the map for us. These markers indicate military forces, like armed, organized military units. Starting near Fenden, over here, just as an example, this has like a Roman numeral 3, or 3 ones next to each other. This will indicate a regiment, which for our purposes is a couple hundred soldiers. A single X is a company. No, I've lost my tracking. Is an army, and a triple X is an army group. I'm sorry. Single X is division. Triple X is an army. So the 3 lines is the medium sized, the X is a large size, the triple X is a super large size. If it has a triangle on it, that's just like generalized infantry and ground units. If it has a slash, like you'll see with the 3 ones near Fenden, that means cavalry. And there's not really a lot of cavalry left in these days. They're mostly mixed in with other units. Dedicated cavalry units are really going to be found here in Fenden and over here in Limestone. Another thing we're going to talk about here are the colors. The green colors are Dracissian forces. Those are your guys. They're the good guys. The pink color, like over here near Gold Hill, represents Mistrian forces, like dedicated Mistrian ground troops. This blue, like over at Half Hill, are going to be allies of the Mistrians. In this case, these allies right here are former Eridonians who have been pressed into combat and forced to serve because their families are being held hostage back over in Eridon. And last but not least, near the top, we're going to see some things in red. Red groups are Scoria's forces personally. We've talked before about her vanguards and her enforcers, and we can see that her group of enforcers are over here in Eridon, sort of squaring up against a bunch of Mistrian infantry with a little bit squaring up against Dracissian infantry with a little bit of Mistrian infantry in reserve. And we'll also see on the north coast some of Scoria's vanguards. Now, we'll remember the vanguards are those cavalry that you ran into long time ago in the plains just south of where your castle is now. They have some other forces within there. We've talked about it long ago. We can go over it again if ever you want some more information. But this is how things are generally shaping up. And if we take a quick look, we'll see that the Dracissians have just way more ground forces. I think you outnumber them like 3-1, 4-1 at this point. It's quite a bit.
But the Mistrian soldiers are super fighters, right? Because they're veterans. Is what you said before.
We should all be veterans at this point.
I wouldn't call them super fighters, but they are. If you have like first level fighters, they might have mix of first and second level fighters, but then they might be like injured or sick or malnourished on top of that. So it's sort of a weird mismatch. They are the Mistrian forces, not the like Eridonian recruits, are probably slightly better than your forces just because they've been grinding in war for much longer. Mm-hmm. But you guys have so many numbers that in a real battle, it's not going to matter if they're slightly better or slightly worse. You just outnumber them by too much.
These units in Old Vodan, are they also Eridonian troops pressed into service?
Yes, they are.
I wonder if there's any trying to drive Mistria out of Eridon to not only destroy these units that are up here, but also basically like free these guys up to fight for us, or at least not fight.
That has sort of been going on. We haven't really been talking about army positions. It's not your purview. Other people are dealing with that. You're dealing with the dragons, the actual real threat. So you can see over here in Eridon that you have a regiment of cavalry that has moved here, and you're not particular you're not up to date on the particulars, but this cavalry is threatening Longcast and Kneecap and the Mystrian regiment over here. And your infantry regiments up here are trying to sort of liberate this northern area of Eridon from the Mystrians.
And these enforcers, are they the monsters, like the trolls?
Those are the monsters.
They're half ogre, yeah.
Yeah. They're the really nasty monsters that take no quarter and sort of rampage around and about.
Pretty cool. Nice.
Yeah. But that sounds like that's not where our players are going today. It sounds like our players today want to talk about the Green Dragon. So let's come on back down.
Where did we end the session? Did we all end up back in Wixfront Renter, or were we in the hills?
I think we were in the hills.
We were in the hills.
But it doesn't matter when but yeah, I think we were in the hills, yeah.
The four of you.
The
No
four
other
of us.
clerics. In the
No
hills.
clerics.
Yeah. No one will work with us, but that's fine.
Okay. Well,
Can we have slept?
Yes.
Okay. We sleep, we wake up the next day, we're coming up with plans.
okay, so before we learn spells, let's have a conversation about what our goal is here. So, I believe that if we can get into a fight with the Green Dragon, for example, if it were to turn up now and fight us, I think we'd win. Quite easily.
True.
The issue we've got is if it ambushes us in the woods on the way towards its lair. Now, there's a few things that I think we can do in order to minimize the chance of that happening, but let's be honest, none of us really understand exactly what its capabilities are here. We don't really know how stealthy it can be, so there's no being 100% certain that we'll see it coming. But I think things that we could consider are my Prying Eyes spell could scout around us at a distance and look for any signs of the dragon. Now, it could be invisible, but as an intelligent, high-level mage, there's a decent chance, Neil, right? Remind me what it is that I could see through invisibility.
I'll have to look that up, but there is a decent chance. I think you get a saving throw or something?
Saving throw versus spell, so that would be pretty good. And my eyes have the same knowledge as me, so would that mean that they would also be able to see through the invisibility? Like they
Saving
would,
knowledge
they would spot the same signs, they would understand the same.
Would you get the same rolls on every single fucking eye?
Well, it depends what the seeing through invisibility is. Is it a magical effect of being high level, or is it just being experienced in how invisibility works and being able to spot the signs? Because if it's the latter, then I think the eyes would be able to see them.
You could also, if it is the case that you get a roll, what is your roll? Is it really favorable or not favorable?
Yeah, it would be 3 or more, I think.
3 or more
On what?
On a d20.
Yeah, because in that case, what you could do is you could send the eyes off in pairs of 2, so you'd almost be guaranteed to spot it. Because you'd have 2 rolls basically for every pair of eyes, right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if that's how it would work, but if that's how it would work, yeah, that would basically guarantee it. Okay, other things that I think we can do is Shine clearly has some ability to sense the dragon. Now, we don't know how far that ability extends.
We can ask
But
her.
I think, yeah,
Can
we
we
can
figure
ask
out
it.
Shine spell us as well?
Yeah. I have that written down.
And thirdly, the fey creatures in the forest. Perhaps there's a chance that we could talk to them and maybe have them scout for us. I imagine they'd be able to see or hear the dragon coming. They could act as wards for us, although it might be hard to convince them.
You ever fucked a fake creature, Emmerich?
Isn't that too small? Maybe you could try.
Ouch, jeez.
Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh yeah, also, I have a Detect Magic wand with 120 charges that should last, that should be about 40 hours of constant Detect Magic, so that should also provide an opportunity to maybe see the dragon coming.
I don't know if Detect Magic will show you invisible creatures, right?
No, I don't think it would show invisibility, but if it's got other spells, they're known to cast a spell called Pass Without Trace, for example. It may be able to see that.
Shine, if we were flying around with Emmerich's fly spell and you tried to cast a breath weapon at us of gas, would it work? Would we be able to get breath weapon in the air?
Hold on. Finish typing out her spell list for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so those are her spells. She has 2 locate objects at second level.
Where did you put them?
In the chat.
In the chat. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, just Discord chat.
Hold Monster is good.
Chat.
No, she can cast.
All those are good
spells.
spells. Yeah.
Okay, so your question. You asked Shine something about breath weapons and air.
Yeah, so if we're flying around, would she be able to breath weapon us with her gas breath weapon if we're like in the air?
Shine sort of shakes her head. If you're flying, you're gonna outfly the speed of the gas. You'd need to be more or less stationary or trapped in a corner or on the ground, and maybe if she got really close to you and you were at her mouth when the gas came out and you were flying together and she grapples you, yes, but if you're just flying side by side and she turns her head and sprays some gas, like, you might get to a saving throw at a bonus, but you'll move, like, because you'll move out of the gas cloud pretty quickly. It's an ineffective way, context dependent, bonuses to saving throws or something like that.
Well, there you go, Emmerich. We just fly around.
Wait,
Can Shine fly below the canopy or not?
I thought we weren't able to
Absolutely
fly
not.
in the forest. Yeah.
We're able to fly. Shine's not.
Yeah, but my fly spells, they last long, but they don't last 12 hours.
How long do they last?
Shine said she can.
Maybe a
Shine
couple of
said she
hours.
can sense when he's close by. All we need is a couple hours.
Wait, so are we just ruling that if we're flying around, we can't get hit by breath weapons?
Can't get hit by gas breath weapons.
Okay, because it's
Hold
functionally
on, okay,
different.
so we need to re-talk about this thing, because
Yeah,
you said
yeah.
if we're flying, will gas work? And I said it's going to
Okay.
be ineffective. But
Yeah.
clearly there are variations. Like if you're flying at half a mile per hour on the ground,
Yeah.
it's going to be just as effective. So
Yeah.
if you mean soaring about through the woods, you should be able to escape the gas cloud pretty quickly, but you're probably likely to be able to be hit by it with an initial attack, because you're going to be close enough. You're on the ground. The air is going to be pretty still. You'll probably be subject to the first round of it, and then able to get out of it very, very easily. But if if everyone's in the air flying and you're doing aerial combat, then the gas breath weapon is going to be really shit.
Yeah.
So we want to scout where the dragon is. We could fly around, and we probably wouldn't get hit by a breath weapon. But if we're in combat with her, engaged,
How fast do we
The
fly
gas
when we're
weapon.
flying?
I have that written down.
If it's the fly spell, it's movement speed 18, which is like 50% faster than walking. Another thing we could do is just fly on Shine's back. I mean, maybe even just Tyrell and Shine could go now while Anton and I learn spells and fly over the canopy and just try and get a feeling of where the lair is, where the dragon is. Maybe that would give Shine a better idea of how strong its aura is.
My guess is going to be if there's a huge canopy covering everything, we're not going to be able to ascertain anything of value from above. That'd be my guess, right?
I mean, maybe, yeah, maybe.
Regarding prying eyes, these eyes are not your eyes. They are separate conjured eyes. They do not have any of your innate abilities. If you have infravision, these eyes do not have infravision. Therefore, they cannot spot as a wizard
Well-
can spot. They will not see invisible things.
Well, how does a wizard see invisible things? Isn't it just by knowing what to look for?
If you have 10 int and 10 hit dice, you don't actually see through the invisibility, but you can be aware that there is something off about the area here. And this is a function of your sort of like depth of experience and your innate connection to the mystical magical world. So these eyes, it very specifically says the eyes only see as a normal human would. Abilities and spell effects do not alter the vision.
Do you say they have the caster's knowledge, though? For example, if you were to say, look for the merchant Alice, and you knew what Alice looked like, the eyes would know what Alice looked like as well.
Yes, absolutely.
So if I know how to spot for an invisible creature, maybe, condensation, falling, rolling off a shale or dust kicking up, the eyes could also
The eyes
see that.
can look for the things that you want to look for, but they do not have your abilities. They do not have your ability to notice the extremely deep. You have to be 10th level to be able to see invisible things. Your eyes do not get imparted that 10th level nuance for pulling out there's something not quite right here. Because it's not so much like you're following a mathematical formula and if you see condensation then there's an invisible creature. It's more of there's something off and I can't quite put my finger on it. I think there's an invisible thing over here, but I don't... Is it there or is it there? It's not a see-through invisibility. It's not a I detect the signs of invisibility. It's more of an intuitive, innate, I'm aware that something's wrong here.
Yeah, okay, I mean, fine, makes sense. Well, in that case, then, if she's invisible, I don't know. It's tough to... Outside of Shine, there is no way to know, I don't think. We would see it ourselves, but it could possibly be too late then. But the thing's large.
What is the breath weapon?
I don't know how quietly.
Wait, why do we...
24d6 plus 10, I think.
24d6 for the chlorine gas weapon, right?
Yeah, me and you could probably survive it on a pass save.
We just can't get hit, though.
Does he? And we can't use oil of acid resistance for this?
No, we've got a... No, it's only the section from gas scroll that will work.
Okay.
Problem with it, it's short duration.
And how short is that duration again?
It's like d4 plus 4 rounds.
And a round is the 1 minute thing, right?
1 minute, yeah.
I guess can we ask Shine then how confident... If a dragon was invisible walking up to you, would you know pretty quickly, or...
Yes. I would see through the invisibility fairly quickly. I would feel the presence of a large, powerful dragon nearby. I have confidence.
Within 20 yards or within like 500 yards?
Certainly within 20.
What I'm asking is before the breath weapon attack.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, I think we go in. I think we look and see where the pixies are, or fairies, or whatever. We ask them, because it seems like they want to stay away from the dragon. The dragon probably wants to fight us in its lair, unless it feels like it can sneak attack us, and hopefully Shine can detect it. So I think we can get from here, point A, to the lair with unencumbered, without problems, unmolested. I think it should be fine.
Well, remember the last green dragon we fought had an army of giants and basilisks, so unmolested is a strong word, but perhaps unmolested by the dragon itself.
If a dragon were to be... Let's see, I don't know if I'm fighting Koibu on this or not. If the dragon was fighting villages constantly... Do you remember the dragon in Gnome?
Yep.
That dragon had an army of creatures under its command, and he brought those creatures every time to attack the cities. This dragon hasn't brought monsters with it to attack anything, has it? So it might be that this monster, either because the overgrowth doesn't play well with mysterious creatures, or he can't find any on this small island or whatever, or peninsula, maybe this dragon doesn't have those kinds of creatures in its employ. We could also ask the fairies and the fae people, or what are they called in the overgrowth again? It's not pixies, it's not fairies. What is it? Or
there are pixies, there are fairies, there are sprites.
Okay, whatever these the small creatures are, as Anton would say, the too small to be fucked creatures. We can ask them, I guess, if they see like minions or monsters accompanying the dragon anywhere, because if they are roaming in here, they should know. They have to like eat or something, right? They're not like magically sustained, so they should know. And by the time we get close to the lair, we should see trails as well, I would imagine, maybe within the forest. I think we're safe to go from here to the lair. I think we can do it.
Nice. Okay, I agree. Okay, well, I'm gonna learn my spells then in the morning. I asked Shine if she's okay to stone skin herself. Her stone skin's probably better than ours anyway, so. Because she's like what she counts, like a level 20 caster or something.
She'll stone skin herself.
Yeah. So, Anton, I can stone skin all of us without using nap, but I get more spells for myself if I don't, but I can still work around it. If we want to save the nap, maybe, for in the future, if like, you know, maybe it takes longer to get there than we think, and that way we can refresh our stone skins with nap.
That is up to you.
How long does the stone skin last again? Stone skin last again?
It's quite 24 hours.
Okay, yeah.
I think I'm gonna just have less spells.
Is there like a meaningful spell you're gonna take, or is it like the upgraded version of knock? Like what spells are we missing?
No,
here?
Okay, I'm losing improved strength on you, maybe improved invisibility, fire shield. None of them are super important, but
those are all fine. Improved strength is kind of a coin flip, anyways.
Yeah, I'm not going to take Cloud.
Yeah,
I'm going to take lower
if
resistance.
We get to the part where we're fighting the dragon, I think we win, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
If we haste Shine and we're all stone skinned, and we've got the protection scroll, then I think we've got an amazing shot. Okay. Obviously, I think we could still go wrong, but
yeah, I might even cast Righteous Wrath of the Faithful on myself.
Just to go all in. Okay. In the morning, then I'll cast Stone Skin on the three of us, and okay, no, I'm going to cast Locate Landmark, but not yet.
Okay. Everyone still has Unfailing Endurance. It literally lasts weeks. And then I will cast spells as I feel we get closer.
Let's see. I feel like I have... These are things you casted last time. I'm guessing these have all worn off. Cloak of Bravery is off now?
Yeah.
Okay, Stone Skin I have. Unfailing Endurance I have. Prayer and Recitation are things that help, but you haven't cast those yet. Okay. Cloak of Bravery is probably important because now we're dealing again with Dragon Fear, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
As Shine can cast Enchant Item, Neil, yeah. Mm-hmm. So that means she can make wands.
This is not the moment to have that conversation.
No, it's not. Okay, fair enough. Sorry. Yeah.
Wow.
If I cast Conjure Animal and I want 1,000,000 ravens, I could send them out to look for the dragon and then tell them to come back, and then they would be able to. I would be able to speak with them. Speak with animals. Correct or incorrect?
Conjure animals.
I like to the chat note.
Thank you. I think they're pretty much just a combat force. I don't think they will scour the land for you. They're not imparted with extra intelligence or communication abilities.
Good.
How many charges do you have on Stone Skin, Imric? What's the roll?
D4 plus 6.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah. Just as a reminder, Neil, I also have contingency on me to recast Stone Skin if it breaks. Just as a reminder.
So you're learning contingency and a fourth
No,
Stone Skin?
I already cast that before we left. So I'm just saying it's still on. It lasts for a week, so...
Okay. Alright, so you've got Stone Skin on everyone. There's also Unfailing Endurance.
Yep, everybody's got that.
And Cloak of Bravery.
I haven't cast that yet, but I could.
Any other buffs that I should be aware of?
My character has Roguish Charisma.
I'm gonna cast it when I feel like we're, midway through the woods, because it lasts 8 hours, so.
Okay. Once we get into the woods, I cast Prying Eyes, and I say it. Encircle me at a range of 500 yards, and look for immediate signs of the dragon. And return back if you see anything.
Okay. And so our party heads into the overgrowth one more time. We'd camped just to the north side of it a wee bit, and we go into the forest today. You come across those huge footprints that you were tracking, the ones that are, twice as wide as Shine's right away. Puddles inside of them reflect the morning or afternoon by this point, probably light. And you proceed into the overgrowth, heading ever deeper. Very quickly, you come across some of the natural, semi-natural denizens of the area. There are more of these large mushroom sacks all over the place. I'd like everyone to make a perception check for me, please. I will roll one for Shine.
Really?
Do I get... No, never mind. Fail.
Shine might save you guys here. Yeah, lucky for you, you have a fourth member of your party, Big Dragon, who spots these sort of these weird mushrooms that grow on the branches that hang in the sky. These are the ones that dumped those spores that begin to slow you down, that begin to fatigue you, mind and body, and poison you on the inside. You can avoid the first patch of these that you come across with Shine's guidance. As you head a little bit deeper into the woods, you can see small, diminutive, fairy-like creatures flitting about. Maybe a dozen of them together in a little bundle, sort of dancing back and forth near what appears to be like a section of a branch that's hanging down that might have been trimmed, so it's just like this ball of leaves on a branch that it's not really near anything else. And all these pixies or sprites or fairies, whatever these fey creatures you don't really care about, are all swarming around that little branch.
When we see all the fairies, I'll say to Shine, why don't you speak to them and see if you can get them to help us locate its lair? Maybe they'll know which direction we should be walking.
Can I whisper to both of you? You know, we talked about the dragon in here having creatures. Is there a chance that these are the minions of the dragon? Or the fairies and the creatures of the forest? That they're like scouts for him? It might be worth like rolling a charisma check or something to figure out if they're lying. Like make sure that they're being truthful, I guess.
We did have a little interaction with them last time.
Yeah, I
they
remember.
did seem to give us true information, right?
They did seem, yeah, but they could also be bugging with us. But yeah, I'd assume they're true. I'm probably just being paranoid. Yeah, that's fine.
We're back like 1 minute, getting spoke over nose.
Okay, we'll push Anton, make him go front. If anything happened, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so I think I'll let Shine do the negotiating with the fairies. Given that she probably speaks Elven, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Shine goes to speak with them. She lets a few words of Elven roll off her tongue in a very soothing and calming way. And there's a sort of like agitated whizzing sound, and the whole pack of pixies vanishes from sight. Nick, you're allowed a saving throw to see through invisible creatures. In fact, I think
everybody is.
you have to have 13 int, is it?
Oh, so just me then.
Oh, hold on. Fuck.
Pass.
Yeah, so you can sort of tell that they've turned invisible and that they haven't just like teleported away, but you can't actually pinpoint any of them. Shine looks back and forth all around and then sort of stretches out her wings in a way that one of them comes in front of the three of you as like a shielding mechanism, and you can hear her once sort of nice, gentle, soothing elven tone turn into more of a deep, menacing, gently rolling ward. A few more moments will pass, and she'll retract her wings and crane her neck round to the three of you. I think our fey friends sense your malintent.
Malintent for
the dragon?
The woods.
Well, our intention for the
We're
woods.
not doing the woods.
We're not doing anything bad to the woods.
I wanted to burn the woods. I would have burned the woods.
Shine grumbles. Wherever you feel now, they can feel the unpleasantry of your approach.
Well, no, that's fine. But on that topic, Shine, if it makes you feel any better, I know that Zarathus probably has a hand in making sure these woods remain as strong as they are. We could perhaps speak to the elves to take over guardianship once the deed is done.
Let us not worry about tomorrow's problems today.
Okay, well, if we can't make the fairies speak to us, then I shall probe their minds for knowledge. I will.
Wait, hold on, wait.
It's not an aggressive move.
You're sure they can't feel it or as fairies or anything? Because you're like aggroing the whole forest if that's the case. So think real strong of it.
It draws on the knowledge of creatures within range.
Okay.
And poses a subconscious question. So I cast locate landmark, looking for the green dragon's lair. It probes the minds of every creature within a mile of me now.
Mm-hmm.
We do a little mind probing.
Yes, and it will return a general consensus which for you at this point is that way,
Yep.
sort
okay.
of southeast.
That's it, Mark. The way we're going.
Wait,
Is that the way that we came before or no?
where did we enter this forest at? I thought we were already like
Last
south.
time you entered here and exited the top,
Oh,
and then
okay,
you
okay.
rested at the top, and now you're coming back in this way.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Fairies. Sprites. Anger at you have turned themselves and are invisible. As you walk deeper into the forest, Shine will occasionally let you know that they are still here. That these little diminutive sprites are following you about. She worries that they may threaten or may choose to threaten you when it's convenient for them.
I thought they were too scared to get close to the dragon. Once we get close enough, I'm sure they'll leave.
Unless they are working with the dragon, in which case. Wait, are these magical creatures that can cast magical spells?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Some of them can, yeah.
So they
They
could
can
theoretically
disrupt your memories.
prod us at range and everything as well, right?
Could do. Their arrows their arrows do no damage, but those they hit with them fall into a deep magical slumber.
Are they able to see in the dark?
They have many abilities.
assume
Polymorph, ESP, no alignment, dispel magic.
I assume we would get a saving throw versus this sleep, yes? It's
All great creatures can resist magic to a certain ability. I'm sure your innate resistances will come into play. But
grab these
how?
bows.
But a dozen pixie arrows at you all in the same time?
A dozen arrows aren't going to hit me as long as it requires to hit my armor class.
Well, that means only one. I'd estimate maybe a 5% chance of an arrow landing on you. So,
Correct, yes.
what if they can't see in the dark, we can just walk with the darkness stone out. They have to at least keep a 60-foot range or however long the darkness stone is. But do we still all have ultra vision on or no?
No.
No.
I don't think we can
I can
let
see
a
through the
bunch
dark
of
for some
fairies.
reason. I don't remember why.
You don't think
I
what?
don't know why.
We can let a bunch of fairies cower us from our
Yeah,
task
I'm gonna say
here.
I'll let you guys because I
Yeah.
don't want to pussy out a second time, but I'll do whatever you want. But we can't. This is stupid. If we just walk in with like a ton of these guys ready to just start barraging us with spells from behind, like we'll get fucked. So we need a way to dissuade them from following us.
Yeah, well, we can threaten them. I mean, Shine, we could let them know that they can follow if they
Your
like.
threats against these woods are what have driven them to this. You think threatening them further will cow them somehow?
They should understand, though, that if they interfere here, there's no good ending for them. Why would they get
Not
involved?
everything sees the world as you do. You cannot use violence and intimidation to get what you want at every turn.
It's not, I understand. It's not just
Are
intimidation,
these?
though. It's
I don't
pure
know if we
logic.
solved this last time. Is the overgrowth here existing at the behest of the dragon, or does it exist? Okay.
No.
I don't
very,
understand
very
how our aggression towards the dragon is triggering the pixies.
We were thinking about killing the whole woods.
Yeah, but we decided not to.
Correct. But they're mad that we had the thought. I
What
guess.
the fuck? Are they mad that you asked Nick about fucking them? Like, what do you mean? Can they
Yeah,
read every
I
thought we
know.
ever had and be mad? We decided not to do it, right?
Shine looks at you.
Yeah.
They have the abilities of ESP. They can sense your intent and your will. If they came across you while you were thinking about burning down this ancient wood and truly considering it, well, that would make you quite their enemy. Even if the thought has passed that you would be willing to do something like that to your advantage, is clearly not sitting well with them.
I'll tell you what, if they don't fuck off, we just may.
Brother. Shine, perhaps you can use your magics to convince them that we are no threat to the woods. Maybe inform them of what I was talking about, of bringing in the elves to help maintain this place once Arathis is gone.
I cannot charm the entire woods. Your actions have consequences. Even the things that you think about doing may have effects on... She breathes a heavy sigh. This is the problem with humans. You have no conception for what your actions do to the others around you. You're always living here now, never thinking about the future, never thinking about the others.
China's pissing me off.
I think about nice thoughts about fairies.
Yeah. True. I started thinking
God.
how I love the fairies.
God, fairies are so
I
cool.
never heard them.
Yeah, man. I really like fairies. I actually was going to burn the woods down, but now that I've met the fairies, I just think that actually I'd do anything to protect these woods.
They're just so great.
Can I ask
All right,
Shine,
how about
perhaps a token of goodwill to the fairies? And I pull out from my pocket a luck stone.
Good idea, man. That's a good idea. I've still got one spare.
You have
I
one
hand it to
spare?
you.
Spare one.
I've got 2 left. I give you my spare luck stone.
Oh, I was gonna say I have 2 because I have the one that our father
You've got
dropped.
2 too. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you can give yours away then.
I asked Shine if she thinks it would be a help at all. If the luck stones are pretty rare, they're pretty cool.
I don't know their intent. All I know is their ire.
Here, pass me the.
You think that will help, Tyrael?
While offering to the forest? Never heard anyone?
I'm a human. We operate under the faculty of reason. I can't predict what emotional, irrational thoughts these creatures will have in the forest. They're committed to thinking that we're going to burn down a forest we have no intention of burning down. How to communicate them with is as good a guess as any. I have no idea. You tell me. Do fairy gifts, or do fairies in the forest normally accept gifts as tokens of goodwill?
Anton goes and kisses a tree.
Fey creatures tend not to look at the moment, but look at the intent, look at the big picture behind it.
Tyrell, pass me that lookstone. Anton, can you give me some mithril coins?
Well, I don't know if we can pay them off, or
I don't
I'll
know.
give
Well,
you.
I'm just trying something.
Okay.
Yeah, do they have a boss that we can pay off, Shine?
I want to find, like, is there a tree stump near, or like a little stone that could kind of like acts as kind of a table or a shelf or a flat surface?
I don't have
Yeah,
any
if you
metal. I have platinum.
walk around a little bit, you can find something that will function as like a table, like a little rise in land that you can clear off and flatten out a little.
Who would be like the god of like this forest? Probably
Nadinus. I will make a
Don't do that.
Nadinus
No.
shape of a leaf out of the platinum coins, and I'll put the lookstone in the middle. And I'll take like a few steps back and sort of like motion towards them as if to say, for you. And I'll just turn back around to the others and kind of give a shrug and say, maybe this will work.
Sure, gonna let
Anton's
the
not happy,
shine.
but he's not gonna blow it up.
I think we just keep walking, right?
I think so, but
Keep an eye on the... I'll keep looking over my shoulder at the coins to see if anyone's moving them.
Genuinely, I'm not worried about these little fairies.
Just fireball and kill them all in one round. It's no bigs. I don't think
Having
that.
the whole
Neil.
forest mad at us would be.
I think that as a person, but Imric doesn't think that. 'cause he
Anton
knows.
thinks that he's not
Imric-
worried about the fairies, but yeah.
Imric catches himself thinking that, and then
Yeah.
quickly tries to get rid of the thought in his head.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't even have fireball.
okay. I mean, I guess we can keep walking, but yep.
Okay. You
I
are
look
still
over-
being followed by a
Does any-
pack of fey creatures, yeah?
Did anyone take the coins or the stone?
You'll lose sight of them very quickly within like 5 minutes. So,
Yep.
in that 5 minutes, they do not seem to have been grabbed.
All time.
And you took my luck stone too, right?
Yeah.
He did his. Oh, yours? Okay.
Fuck you.
Yeah, well, doesn't matter. You can have my second one if you want.
Well, that's fine.
Even luckier.
Let's keep going.
How many hours have we been traveling through this forest right now?
Just one right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you still got probably another hour or two before you get near her lair.
Okay, I cast Cloak of Bravery. It lasts 8 hours.
And that's on all the
Um,
player characters?
Yep, so everybody will have a +2. I don't cast it on Shine, but yeah.
+2 to fear saves. Yeah.
Yes. Shine
Excellent.
doesn't need it.
Cloak of bravery, yes.
As you walk, you notice your words are loud and they travel far. Even when you just turn to Anton and say something like, watch out for the blackberry bush, you can hear those words just sort of like echo further out. And you don't intend to be shouting them. You're not shouting them, but they are magnified in volume. Everything you say seems to reach and travel farther than you would like. You can see the birds perched up on branches, nestled in little bushes, watching you, keeping an eyes on you.
What about
Rodents
Shines?
scurry out of little holes and observe the passing of the great humans before scurrying back into their holes.
Speak with animals.
Oh.
I brought one.
Mm.
I'll talk to one of the birds. Last 2 rounds, and ask him. This is the way to the Green Dragon. Have you ever seen it? Is it this? I'll point.
Yeah, so you can speak, although friendliness and cooperation are by no means assured. Now, you used this spell before with Speak with Animals. In fact, the beginning of the campaign, you had a pet rat. What was that rat's name? Temmie. Yeah, you had a pet rat that you would communicate with, and you were super friendly with, and the two of you were close until you let Temmie's go and live their best rat life somewhere else. Okay. So you're familiar with the communication with animals.
I was a rat boy.
But you're not getting any reactions from these creatures. You know what it's like to talk with a wild creature or even a semi-tamed creature, and these things are sort of, you ask them a question and they stare at you intently, like almost like they lack a mind of their own or lack a will of their own, or that they already come with a set of distrust for you. There's something off about these animals and their unwillingness to speak with you. It's unsettling.
Understood. I'll convey that to the Shine, to the rest of the party.
I mean, everything in this forest is magical and weird, so we just keep walking, right?
Looks like they're working for the dragon. I have to say, not the laggards I expected.
Another half hour into the woods, and I would like another set of perception checks by the party.
I was saving my big roll for this one, Koibu, so.
Good.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There we go.
MrMouton and Nick P. You can hear some distant sounds. There's like a gentle melody on some sort of woodwind instrument and some sort of drum being played to the northeast.
I look to the party orcs.
A dryad, maybe? There's more fake creatures than fairies.
I love the forest. I'm no threat to it. We have no reason to fight anyone in this forest except for the dragon. Let's not be on our guard.
The fairies are still following us, Shine?
Of course.
Perhaps if we do see, if this is a dryad, maybe it could convince the fairies of our good nature. It's out of our way, though. Maybe we should just carry on.
True, we're all good people. I give nods to them.
Yeah, rather than complicating things, I think we should just carry on, yeah.
Yep, let's go.
Okay. You ignore the drums, then?
We don't ignore them. We take it into account.
We acknowledge them. I think positive thoughts about the drums.
Yeah. You don't go towards the drums. You continue on your path.
And these are some sick beats, I think.
Yeah, we continue towards our path. We acknowledge the drums and they exist, and we keep going.
It's very polite of you.
That's more than polite. It's admiration now.
Oh, Anton will scream out. That's nice music.
Your yells really reach, and despite the big airy forest with like huge open areas between it seems to echo and bounce off of the hills and the tree trunks and the walls of everything. Where's our appropriate track? Here we go. Whoops, that's the one.
Who's got the other scroll, by the way? MrMouton or me? Oh, it's Steven.
I don't have any of
Sorry.
them.
I don't think I have it. I think both of you have them. No?
I've got one. One of you took the other one. I can't remember who took it.
I think it was
making
Steve.
sure we know.
Wait, what scroll am I supposed to have?
Protection from gas.
You have that?
If you say so, sure. Hold on, let me add this.
We don't want to use these at the same time. We want to use one at a time and huddle together. Because the duration's so short. At least that's why we've got.
How did we decide?
Yeah, we gave...
How do we decide I read these? Do I get like an 8? Did we ever make a decision? Like,
no, well, this is a protection scroll. Anyone can read these.
Okay.
Yes.
We gave you for casting random shit.
You find a small creek, and Shine warns you not to drink the water here. and the creek leads to a large, gentle pool, maybe 100 feet long, 50, maybe 60 feet wide, sort of oblong in shape. And out on the far side, maybe 50 feet from the back, or 30 feet from the back side, 30 feet from either side, is a rock that sticks out of the water. And there's something on that rock that is like catching the reflection of the light and shining in your direction. Something sort of sparkly, not sparkly, but like a polished piece of metal, or maybe like a piece of glass or a gemstone that's cut at the right angle that just happens to be catching and reflecting light in your
I
direction.
summon my unseen servant to go
Nice.
pick it up.
What is
Well,
the
I like to
range
think-
of Unseen Servant?
30 feet from Anton. I was looking at it
Can I
yesterday.
get close enough?
If the radius is 30 feet, you will have to get right to the edge of the water. You will have to, like, get to where the water laps your toes.
I'll ask Shine to hold my back.
Hold me back, bro.
Like, just literally hold me, so if anything
yeah,
comes and
she,
tries to
like-
grab me, yeah.
Can we
put
see to
the
the
claw
bottom
in
of the
your
water around the rock, like at the middle of this thing, or?
No, the water is not particularly clear here. It's sort of like algae covered and mossy. Lots of little duckweed all over the surface.
Could I, before he goes, I would like to take my magic rope out of my bag and I'll say bind around a light stone. And then can I toss the light stone forward into the water while holding the other end of the rope and just see if I can see the bottom, or when it goes in, do I see anything in the water?
The algae and the duckweed are gonna
Inhibit
block
my view
line
even
of
with...
sight.
Okay.
So you toss the stone in, and you can pull it right back out.
Okay, still
Everything
can't
comes
see it.
out wet and dripping, but
Okay,
it's
alright,
fine.
sure. All right, I'll put it all away.
Yeah. You get close, Mr. Mooden. Shine puts a claw on your armor. Your unseen servant reaches out and whirls around the shining thing, but doesn't seem to be able to pick it up, whatever it is.
Okay,
Oh.
I shrug. Let's just go then.
Really?
Seems like a trap, Emmerich. Anton will step away from the water. If my unseen servant can't pick it up, then...
Yeah, I nod. What are we possibly here for? Yeah, besides finding
I just
a
wanted to
dragon.
grab it if it was easy, but if not, I'll sleep.
Okay.
Wait.
As you take a
Hang
step
on,
back,
hang
Mr.
on.
Mooden,
Yep.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
no, as you take a step back, you find that somewhere where that water laps against your leg, it has formed like a thickness that wraps itself around you. And I need you to make me an opposed strength check. Now, you've got Shine watching
Shine.
your back, so why don't you make me I was going to say add
17?
19 to it, because you're using your strength and Shine's strength and the whole kit and caboodle. But a 2, even with 19 strength, is only that's actually a 21. That's a pass. Okay. So as long as this thing does not pass, we are Gucci.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever it is that is grabbing you from within the water, you and Shine together can yoink you off of it and backpedal, and the water just kind of collapses and seeps back into the pond.
Think to myself, oh, that was a very nice pond. I'm very glad to be here in this forest. I think Anton is thinking very nice, gentle thoughts.
Of course. I use my detect magic wand, Neil, and will observe this pool of water and the shiny object on the rock.
Oh man, you detect magic everywhere. The pond is certainly magical. Whatever's on that rock is magical, but there's also sort of just quite a bit of magic floating around in the air all about you. Those trees, actually that one tree in particular next to you radiates a strong amount of magic. Those bushes over there do as well. More specifically, the berries on those bushes are magical too. The ground underneath you has like the smallest amount of magic out of anything here, but you are definitely surrounded by a primeval, ancient magic that permeates everything.
But the thing on the rock, though, is it like overwhelming more than the stuff around it, or not?
I wouldn't say it's overwhelming, but it is. If the air around you is moderately magical and the pond is strongly magical, the thing on the rock is also strongly magical.
Well, perhaps we can check it out on the way back.
Okay, we ignore it.
Yeah.
We press deeper into the woods. The trees here are still thick. They're still tall, but soon you notice the bushes begin to get thicker too. There isn't quite so much walking room, whereas before you were used to maybe 60 to 80 to 100 feet between trees. The area around you is getting a little bit denser. It's going to be slightly difficult for the party to walk abreast. You'll have to start walking in a line with either Shine leading you or trailing you to stomp down bushes in your path.
You mind if we go on a quick break here?
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
We will be right back.
Sorry.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. Where we last left off, I was asking the party, as the forest gets thicker and it becomes hard to walk side by side, do you send Shine out in front of you as a shield and guardian and scout, or do you have her trail behind you?
I think we have Shine in front, and then the three of us in a line next to each other as close. So if one of us were to use the protection from gas scroll, we'd all be within the 10 feet of each other. So we walk close together.
Excellent.
Fireball! The pixies did it.
Yeah.
This means I get to have Shine make all of your scouting and perception rolls for you.
You know, she's got the most health, I think.
I think she does, yes.
Yeah.
You are walking through the woods. Magical all the way around you. Pixies are somewhere. There's a dragon out here. There's definitely some weird things in the water that wanted to bring Anton a little bit closer. And strange bits of reflecting things, weird mushroom spores. The whole place crawls with life. And that is when our three brothers and their dragon companion run into one of the other denizens of these woods. Creatures that you've seen before in smaller forms, but here the shambling mounds are out of control. They are much larger than you would ever have encountered them in the past. Actually, I don't even know if y'all have encountered shambling mounds before.
I don't think we have, actually, but they're a well-known monster, aren't they?
They are essentially animated plant life. They sort of have their own spirit and their own soul, but they look like a mound of growth, a shambling mound. And they are excellent at blending into the surroundings, giving them an additional 30% chance to be undetected, which is exactly what happened when Shine botched her surprise roll. And stepping out from their places, reaching out to the party on a surprise round.
Committing suicide.
Are our shambling mounds. Yeah, they're not known to be the smartest of creatures.
Yeah, they're about to get fucked.
They're quite limited in their abilities. But we're going to start off over here. The first one of these shambling mounds. All right. This one over here emerges from its growth. You sort of turn at the last moment as it reaches out to you with its long arms. Both of them coming for Imric, who happens to be the closest.
Of course.
Imric.
Yes, sir.
May I have another, sir?
You do not have mirror image cast, so this
No, wait,
comes
hang on. Are
straight for you.
they evil? Would protection from evil give me the bonus to AC here?
No, they're neutral, natural creatures.
Yeah, so my AC is 21.
It will crit you and knock
alright.
off 2 of your stone skin charges.
Okay, no problem.
Nice.
Fun.
And its second arm will reach from the other side and grab at you with another crit, knocking off 2 more of your stone skin charges. But otherwise, getting absolutely nowhere. This mound below, which was just a clump of matter, like leaves and dead grasses that have been pushed up against that tree, reach out for Anton with a one side. He actually has a +2 for surprise. That does make a 31, which will hit but not crit you. And this +2 for surprise will just miss you. So Anton loses a stone skin charge as well.
Yes.
This one coming from the backside. Oh my god, it's Imric again. Oh, what a joyous day, Imric, as one mound reaches for you, grabbing you, constricting you. What did you say your AC was?
21.
It crits you again, dropping you down 2 stone skin charges, and its other arm will actually miss you, thankfully.
Save versus death, please.
For its arm to fly off its body.
Yeah. For us to get time.
Yeah.
Oh. And again,
Oh, man.
I'm gonna roll another
It
roll.
leaves
Yeah.
some... Yeah, let's do it again. One more time. No. It leaves dirt and leaves behind it. Some twigs break. You know, there's a little spark that goes off within it. This one over here, completely ignoring Shine, as if Shine is not something to be considered whatsoever, comes out forward here. She will, as it moves, sort of lift her tail in surprise, craning her neck back to see the party quickly surrounded by these shambling mounds. And this one will make 2 attacks at dear Tyrael McGarry. One arm. Second arm. What's your AC, Tyrael?
28.
Ooh, you will drop 1 charge. Everyone still has stone skin, including Shine, and everybody in the party can roll initiative.
Are these large creatures or normal?
They are large.
Nice. Max initiative, great.
And Shine rolls 1d10 plus
Breath weapon him right on us.
12. 21. Oof. Bad luck, Shine. Bad luck. Okay, first to act, Imric McGarry.
I'm gonna risk attacks opportunity here from this one, and I want to circle around like this behind here.
You're gonna get.
So I'm not leaving the threat range of this one, Nils, but you can take attacks with this one.
Yeah, but how do you get there? You can't just walk through it.
Can I go circle around? No.
You want to go like that?
Sure, but it matters which way your path of movement is.
Yeah. Well, I go that the way you just made the arrow.
Sure, like that.
Yeah.
Perfect. You will provoke attacks of opportunity from this one, and to your chagrin, this one as well.
Yeah.
So here's the first one, which is just a hit, and the second one, which is a miss, and you still have stone skin charges.
Yeah. I pull out my wand of lightning and will fire a lightning bolt through all 3 of them.
Excellent. Roll me damage.
So the lightning from the lightning wand is just 66, but treats 1s as 2s.
Mm-hmm.
So 25 damage. Saving throw is applicable. It uses 2 charges, which I'll mark off.
Are they vulnerable to lightning, by the way?
I think they are. Yes.
Excellent.
Fucked up by
It
lightning.
is actually quite the opposite. They are recharged by lightning, and all 3 of them grow
What?
and gain hit dice and Thaco.
Thank you, Nick.
Jesus Christ. I knew there was something to do with lightning.
Okay. Nice. Good one.
Shouldn't we just move out of
you-
Shine's way for her to, you know? No, we can't set the
Just-
forest on fire. The fairy-
Shine was willing to burn the forest down. She is your servant.
Right.
She may not always agree with you, but if you tell her to set fire to the woods, she will set fire to the woods. She is not.
That's what I
going
like to
lie.
hear.
Mm-hmm. She might not be happy about it, but she will obey your commands.
Go kill the queen for us at the end. It's huge.
Excellent. The shambling mountains grow. Is there anything else they gain? Rises. Adding height and hit points and hit dice. Fantastic.
They're gonna get you in the Reddit thread, Nick.
huge. Oh, you're so fucked, Nick.
Yeah,
This
that's very
shambling
stupid.
mound moves forward and attacks Tyrael again twice. This one is not grown, so it uses its normal attack, 21 and 25, neither of which will grab onto Tyrael or hurt him.
Cool.
Bringing us to Anton's turn.
2 attacks. Here is the Widowmaker.
Mm-hmm.
And here is the spear.
The Widowmaker stabs into the foliage and rips out harmlessly, but the Spear of Rohana grabs and does damage.
9 big boy damage to the big one in front of me.
Excellent. Just double checking. It's perfect. Now, Imric, you have a ring of free action on, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. Because if a shambling gun hits you with both arms in the same round, it entangles you and proceeds to suffocate you, but your ring of free action is what allowed you to break, I had just assumed and I forgot to call it out,
Okay.
which allows you to break the magical entanglement that they would otherwise have had. But your weapon does full damage here, Anton. 9
Can I move
points.
as well? Yeah.
You can move if you want, but you'll probably provoke attacks of opportunities from the
Don't
things
care.
around you.
Well, wait. You can't have multiple attacks of opportunity per round, can you?
Yes, you do, but only one against one individual target.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I move over here. Hey,
Excellent.
give me
We will
3.
get 3d. Well, let's do the weak one next to Tyrael. 1d20 plus 15 does hit you,
Yeah.
which will just knock off a stone skin charge. The one that was over here rolls like this now, and does not hit you. You have 30 AC. Yeah. And this one over here with the much improved reach will also do the same thing and will hit you but not crit you.
Nope.
So you lose another stone skin charge. Excellent.
Moving out of my way from my mother.
This one turns to face Imric McGarry and will reach you with both of its arms. 36 is another crit. Which will knock off your stone skin charge and cast contingency immediately.
Okay.
D4 plus 6, is it?
Yep.
Excellent. And its other arm, 20 that hits you as well.
Yeah.
Knocks off a stone skin charge. You're totally fine.
These guys have higher hit than fucking Scoria.
Yeah, these guys fucking kick ass.
Well, they do now that they're fucking energized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one moves straight in for Tyrael from the backside. Another 2 on top of this for back attack. That is a 40 and a 30. I believe the 40 will crit you and the 30 will hit you, knocking off 3 more stone skin charges.
Sounds true.
And it's Tyrael's turn.
Am I able to like stand here since these are big monsters, or no? Or since
Yeah, well, you are. I know the tokens are sort of awkward, but you are now pressed in on all sides. There is no place to go. You are surrounded by these creatures.
Oh well, if there's no place to go, then I will jump up and back right here. Use my boots of springing and striding.
Ooh. How high can you leap?
30 feet?
I think it's 15 feet. Are they taller than that?
No, but that's about their height, so you can clear them.
Okay.
With that. Yes.
I'll pop here, and I'm gonna take a swing at this dude right here. Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be a crit with my big weapon.
It is a crit with your big
Single or
weapon.
double?
Yes.
39 and a 19.
25 AC, so double crit.
Yeah.
3 times damage dice.
So rolling
3d10.
3d12 plus 7. Fuck that middle one. Cool.
A huge chunk gets ripped out of the shambling mound before you.
I'm gonna take a second swing with my defender sword. That is currently, because I didn't declare for defense, it's all +4 to attack. So
Another double critical hit.
36 is gonna be another 3d12 plus 6. 26 damage.
You rip into the shambling mound. It begins to wither before your repeated
Sorry, why is
blows.
it plus 6?
My
Shouldn't
Moonblade
it be
is
plus
plus
five?
7, and that's a +5 sword. And my
Okay,
defender
sorry.
sword is plus 6, is 1 less. I think I'm getting a +1 from a
I
Gloves
thought
of
your other
War.
one was plus 6 too. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then
Gloves of War, and what's the other source for your other +1? Strength?
Probably, because my strength is
Yeah,
17.
17.
Yep, that's it. That's
Okay.
it.
All right, and then can I? I don't know if we ever talked about this. Can I boost his spring and stranding again to hop over here, or
Once per round.
Once per round. Okay.
But you can just walk over there. That's fine. You will take the attack of opportunity from this one, but you can make that walk.
Well, I know I can make it, but I don't want to attack of opportunity. But okay, Koibu. Hit me.
Hit me. Not today.
Okay.
This one over here turns to face Anton and tries to consume him with its vines. 1d20 plus 19. 25 and 31. It will knock off a single Skidoo skin charge from you, Anton. You're feeling fine. You haven't had this much exercise in a little while. Shine will take her turn. She whirls to face the monsters. She did not roll initiative with a breath weapon this round because, you know,
we don't want to fuck the
how that was
forest.
going to play out. But she will make her regular attacks. Shine. You roll to hit at...
Less than the energized ones.
D20 plus 20. So this is a claw against this one, which will actually just barely hit it. For 19. And a claw against that same one again is... No, she should be rolling at plus... Oh, that's the wrong die roll. Haha. 24 is actually one shy of what you need. She more just like whaps it against the wall, doing no damage to it, and then she will reach out with her bite to the very same creature. Oh my god. Rip it up, grab it in her teeth, and sort of toss it about, but the shambling mound was not damaged. Only its outer brambly armor was damaged by it, and it lands on the ground. Bad rolls today, Shine.
Second attacks?
Second attacks.
Yeah, go on.
25 is a hit.
25 hits. Okay, here you go.
8 damage. Excellent.
32 against this guy, I believe, is a hit.
Hits, does not crit.
18 damage.
Nice. 19 damage, because that should be at +1 higher.
Yes.
And initiative time.
Good roll, please.
Imeric McGarry, magicking missiling.
At the one that's a bit wounded that's fighting me.
It tries to wrap
17.
itself around you. Your magic missiles pierce its hide, ripping to the creature at the very core of the mass. It lets out sort of the sound of a groaning tree under the weight of wind, but does not die. This one will slide forward, making its 2 attacks. 1d20 plus 15 against you. Whoosh, one arm wraps around you almost, but you pull yourself free at the last minute. The second arm comes forward, trying to grab you by the head and neck, but the magic of your armor, of your robes, protects you from it. Anton takes a turn.
Do Gloves of War also add to damage or just a hit?
Plus
Hit
1
and
to damage and hit.
Okay, that's a lot.
For melee only. Or throw.
Let me swap that. Okay, here you go. Here's 2 attacks. 1, 2. Hit,
28 hits, 21 does not.
Okay. It's gonna be for 9.
Excellent.
Slowly but surely.
Wait, I think I fucked up, or my initiative didn't update for my token. I don't know if we're truly at 13 initiative in the turn order right now, or what. I just updated it.
Oh, I see. Yes, then
That should
you
be-
should take a turn too.
Okay. Okay, right here on this guy, the weakened one. 36, 14 damage.
Nice.
With a snicker and a snack, that
Isn't 36 a
shambling mound
crit?
goes down.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Then I will move. Actually, I'll move like right here, I suppose.
You crawl on top of the shambling mound over its brambles. Your ring of reaction will allow you to move through it without getting caught in the like nasty web of weirdness. No problem. You are wearing a ring of reaction, right?
Free action and my +2 protection ring, always, Koibs.
Good.
I want to move to the other side of this guy right here.
Yes. The brambly mass. You get to the backside.
33. Actually, wait, 35, I think.
35. Roll me another damage die then.
Oh.
Extra d12.
Okay. 14 damage.
14 damage as you begin to shred the shambling mound. Now they take their turns. This one against Anton. 1d20 plus 19. Not good enough. Not good enough. That 30 AC, Anton, keeping you safe and sound. Right. That's a dead shambling mound. This one here, it'll go for Mr. Tyrael McGarry, who is the closest. It sloths towards you, cool. Its arms reaching, trying to grab purchase, trying to drag you into its mass. With a 34 to hit.
That will indeed hit me, Koibu.
But it does not clear by 10, so it just knocks off a single stone skin charge.
Cool.
Did we use Nap on Emmerich yet? Nick?
Nope, not yet.
Yep. And it hit. I'm sorry. We only made one attack against you so far, Tyrael?
Yeah, I believe so. Just one.
Yeah, I think so. Second attack comes in, and that is a crit. It'll knock off the last 2 of your stone skin charges, bringing you to no stone skin charges.
Good.
I
don't want to be gray.
You are not. So we're going to just mark you guys as having stone skins.
We're at a hard cap of 30 for AC, correct?
Yes.
No,
yeah.
No matter what, right? Okay.
Yes. Shine will take her turn. She sees poor Imric is getting slaughtered by these creatures. Actually, poor Tyrael has had his stone skin removed, so she will go after that one. 1d20 plus 20. A claw comes out. Ooh,
nice.
Yeah, double critting. 2d3. 3d10 plus 9 damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh, wow. That's a good blow, Shine. And her second claw is just a hit. And her bite is also a hit. So that'll be 1d10 plus 9 plus 6d6 plus 9.
Jesus.
For a total of 49 damage. Almost, but not quite killing.
Noise! Noise!
Second attacks.
Second attacks.
Go ahead, Steve.
Yes, Queen! I'm gonna second attack. Probably this guy, because I got a bonus hit. Okay. Ooh, 25.
Whoosh. 25 does hit.
11 damage. Cool.
Miss.
Miss. And initiative.
The beginning of this turn, I'm declaring that I am using 2 points of my Defender Sword's 4-point allocation to add to my AC. So I should have 30 AC, and it only gets a +2 to attack. Okay.
Oh,
all
can
right.
you split it? Can you split it like that? That's cool.
I believe
Absolutely.
so. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what makes the Defender Sword so good.
Oh, we got a good initiative roll for once in our fucking life. I'll update it.
All right. Imric and Tyrael simultaneously.
You go first, Tyrael.
I will go first, and I'll begin by slaying this creature right here. Boom. Big hits. 27 is a hit. 8 damage. Okay.
8 points of damage, but you have the offhand.
That is true. This gets a... it's just a wash. A 28, because I get +2 and then -2. Okay. 17!
That'll do it. That shambling mound as well crumples under the force of your blade.
In shambles.
Freeing up Imric.
I imagine missile this one here.
Can you do 16 points of damage?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you can.
Good
It
job.
is shredded. The shambling mound falls. Anton, take a turn.
Big misses.
Whoosh, whoosh, and your mound will grab at you. 1d20 plus 19. 21 is no good. 30 8 is a crit and will knock off 2 of
Not
your
a
stone
crit.
skin charges.
That's a hit.
Clear, your AC is 30. Clears by
Yeah,
5.
clears
It's
by
natural
10.
18.
Oh, it's a 1 crit. Sorry.
Yeah.
My charges.
Okay. Leaving us with Big Mama Shine, who will do 1d20 plus 20 claw, bite. The claw is 1d10 plus 9. The second claw is 3d10 plus 9. And the bite was just a miss. But 14 and 32. 14 and 32.
Second attack.
Does not kill it. Yep, second attack. Anton, you're right here. Miss with the spear. Tyrael.
26.
Clip
17.
hit. Almost dead.
Cool.
All right, if you can beat it in initiative, it'll be no problem.
7.
Yeah, finish it off there, Anton.
There you go.
Hit. 8 and 12 is enough to bring the shambling mound down, and it dies.
Spears aren't good for this. I give Shine a thumbs up. Good job not breath weaponing. Quite genius of you.
Didn't want to hit any of you. It's a difficult
No.
thing to control at this close range.
We didn't want to burn the trees down.
Those
Yeah.
things were deadly.
Well, after you juiced them up with some steroids, Enric.
Even before that, the size of them. I kick one. Look at this thing, it's huge. It was,
Should we burn them? Do they regenerate?
I don't think so.
Anton will use his spear to light one on fire.
How do you? Oh, yeah. It's kind of wet. It'll sputter. You'll notice that it actually doesn't catch at all. It's just kind of like sputters and starts a few times, and then sort of fizzles out on its own. It's kind of damp and moist in here.
I'll take like a dagger out and start cutting away at the leaves of one of them and try and get to the core of it, just out of interest.
Well, hold on. We would know. Or wait, out of interest, like you're looking for rare things, or?
I'm not just interested to see what the center of it is like.
Oh, okay. We would also know whether or not these things typically come back to life or not, right? If they're pretty common creatures.
Shine will tell you that.
Common. Oh yeah, she knows.
Because of the location of its brain, the shambler cannot be killed by lopping off its head or limbs. The remaining vines along the torso join to form a new extremity within 1 round. Only when enough of the shambling mound has been hacked away will it finally die. A wounded shambler needs only to rest in a damp clump of foliage to heal, rising again in 12 hours, fully healed and probably angry. But you, as you hack away at it with your knife or your sword, Imric, what do you have for a hacking away tool?
Well, I have a sword. That was
Great. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's great. You can cut all the way to it and find this like soggy, brainy mass with all this like fuzzy moss covering it and little brain tendricles that turn into vines partway through, coming off of it and interweaving throughout the whole of the creature like a big web of wet neurons and cords and sinew and like tendon-looking, stretchy things. Also plant matter.
Can you eat it, Emmerich?
very strange. No, I wouldn't advise that. Look at this thing. It's alien. Can I like carve out its brain
Totally. Yeah.
and just like throw it? Just throw it on the ground next to it. Great. So
Well, we're
going
gonna
to
continue on,
now.
right?
Yeah.
Let's continue.
Well,
What?
Tyrael, your stone skin.
Do we have any more?
Anton could nap me. I could recast. But maybe that's better saved for when we're closer.
What about Shine? Can she cast one on me?
I only have one memorized for the day, and I cast it upon myself.
Do you think it's wise to sit here for an hour, Emmerich, while you sleep?
Let's find the dragon's lair first. I feel okay.
Hey, be careful.
Nothing is
Yeah.
not
All right, we
careful.
carry on. Probably in the same order as before, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Is Shine stone skill? She didn't take a hit, right?
She's got
The
her full one.
creatures completely ignored her.
Yeah. That's weird.
Maybe it's because she's good and we're evil.
Maybe it's because they're stupid and they can't distinguish between one dragon and another.
Hang on. We continue on.
Yeah.
Excellent. You don't get very far before the next curiosity approaches you. You see a seemingly moving plant. It has a vague quadruped shape, sort of like a dog made out of brambles and vines and mostly like thorny branches of bushes. The section of the head is a tightly wound, like woven knot with a couple of light red eyes glowing from within them, and the whole thing is covered with these like these spiky vines that have like thorny bark woven through it. These creatures, which we're going to call thornies for now, there are 4 of them. They're the size of a medium dog, so not particularly large. And there are 2 to your left, 1 in front of you, and 1 over to your right. And they're sort of crouched in like a warded position.
Shine, can you just scare them off? Let's do a nice dragon roar. You guys roar, right?
Her voice calls out loudly through the trees, and she will take a nice deep breath and let out a fearsome draconic roar that echoes through the whole of the forest. Our dearly beloved thornies.
Thornies.
The roar actually energizes them.
That was actually my bad. Like, I know I did it. Obviously, it was my bad, but I knew they had something to do special with lightning.
Well, that was correct.
Yeah.
It's all good. We get even
like that as a DM.
more experience for us, right?
That's right. Yeah.
True.
Now we know.
Yeah, so the thornies will sort of sink lower as the roar comes, and then as it begins to trail, they will turn and bound off,
Be gone.
making sort of like bounding, springing steps deeper into the woods. One of them headed in the direction that you're going, 2 headed off in another direction, the 4th in another direction yet.
We continue on.
A strange place. Let's hope one of these trees don't come to life. I say, looking at the giant, incredibly huge trees.
They're quite large, aren't they?
One of them starts sprouting legs. Maybe
Are there
we should
tree ants in this world?
There are tree ants in this world, yes.
There's
Shine,
gotta be
have you
tree
met
ants
one?
here.
She says, pausing her steps and craning her head and neck back to hear you. What did you say?
You ever met a tree ant?
Oh, quite often.
Are they
I
nice?
have- They're nice to me.
It's good.
Will you recognize a tree ant from a normal tree before it's done its tree ant things?
In a normal forest, certainly. Here, though, everything is so alive, it can be hard to differentiate one tree from another. I don't think we've come across any tree ants yet.
Okay.
These are also much larger than any I've ever seen. Her tail like taps the side of one of these great sequoias. But those were large shambling mounds. I don't think it would be impossible. Must be some ancient tree ants, though.
Are we still being followed by fairies?
Shine will throw a look over her shoulder. Shake her head. I don't think so. I think they're gone.
Okay. I guess we continue forward, yeah?
Keep going.
Yeah. Stay close together. I've not heard anything back from my eyes, Neil, no.
Your eyes that are looking for the dragon's lair?
No, the dragon.
The dragon itself. No,
Yeah.
your eyes have not. They are... How many eyes are there? And they're at a mile of range?
I think there's like
No, you said
500
500 yards.
500
Yeah.
yards, yeah. It's D4 plus 13, I think, so I can roll that if you
Oh
want.
my god, yeah, please do.
So, 16.
16 at 500 yards. So there is an eye every 190 yards on the perimeter of you. So that's a pretty good stretch. That should cover quite about everything. And 190 yards is a little bit further than maximum distance. So eyes probably couldn't see each other, but it would mean you've got pretty good coverage all the way around you. And no dragon has been seen.
That's good.
Keep it moving, Sean. Respectfully.
She turns back and walks forward further.
Respectfully.
I'll poke Emmerich and say, you say respectfully, and people, they can't be mad.
That's how it works, Anton, yes.
That works.
Humans are very simple creatures, really. And dragons too, it seems.
Okay. Shine is in the forefront again, walking forward when she comes to a halt, and her tail sort of like whips up and waves back and forth a few times to alert you to some sort of perceived danger. And you can see ahead of you on the path is a clearing, like a big sort of opening space. And scattered throughout that opening space are all these these very large mushrooms, maybe like a foot and a half, maybe 2 feet across at the top, all fairly close to the ground.
Is this where we need to go, you think, Sean?
Are these the same mushrooms that have been spitting that fucking toxic shit at us that have been fucking us up, or?
No, these are different toxic spitting mushrooms.
Okay.
These ones are sentient.
Perhaps you should clear them out.
She will take a deep breath and open up with a blast of fire.
What the
Nice
clearing
area.
fun.
I was going to use
Still
my
there.
fire wand, but what's the point? We've got a walking epic fireball monster.
Yeah. Her fire breath will destroy all the mycinids in the area. And in the clearing of it, after the smoke is gone, you can see to the left and to the right, outside of the area of the blast, there are these, there are other mushrooms that were outside of the area of effect that seem to pull themselves from the ground until they are in like humanoid form, looking something like this,
Run, boys!
and begin to scatter, running in different directions.
The
Are
battle
those
is
evil
lost.
creatures? Just out of curiosity.
No, they're neutral.
Okay, that's fine. They'll probably
They're
attack us
just
then.
regular old mushroom folks.
Neutral equal hate humans.
Rip.
They got... No. Well,
What were you saying?
no, nothing.
You
So,
sure?
yeah. Is the place cleared now?
Yeah, the clearing is cleared. You should be able to walk on through. The dragon leads your way. Another half hour passes. You're pretty deep within the woods now. When Shine brings your attention to the area in front of you is just like, you ever seen a big blackberry bush? It's sort of just like a big mound of thorns and vines. Well, this is like the biggest blackberry bush you've ever seen. It must rise to at least 15 feet in height, unless it's just like a thin bush going up a hill. And then it covers, which would be weird because you've generally been going downhill at this point, and it covers out to the left and right as far as the eye can see. It is a huge mass of brambles and thorns. You might be able to squeeze through it with your rings of free action, but
Fire
there's
breath,
enough
actually.
thorns and snaggy bits that it would probably erode all of your stone skin charges walking through it.
So even Shine feels like, she would take damage walking through this thing.
It would destroy the stone skin charges for certain.
No,
Is
how
it?
far
Can
it
she
goes-
see? Yeah, can she see over the top of it to see how far it goes on for? Or
Cyril, maybe you can climb a tree and look.
I can climb a tree if Shine can't see over you.
She can see over it. She will get on her hind legs, put an arm on a tree, and stand like a human for a moment, craning her neck forward and out. She tells you that these bushes continue deeper inward for at least a half mile.
Anton would look.
I think we might be at the entrance to the lair. I think it might be covered by this whole bramble bush. What were we gonna say,
Dragons
Anton?
have anything under there? He would look when she's standing up like a human.
What?
I'm
Yes.
curious.
Yes, Anton. There's dragon vag. It's
wow.
right there.
Get your whole body in. Just crawl in there.
You
nice
could
and
be
warm.
the John McAfee of dragons. You know?
No, if we're in a cold spot, it's too cold, we can do Star Wars and just crawl
I'm sorry,
inside.
everybody was looking.
Nice
Everybody
and
would have
warm.
looked.
Is I'll ask Shine. Are the scales on your legs thick enough that you feel like you can walk through without problem for this?
You'll just
I
break
could
your sense.
crawl through the bush. I could crawl over the bushes without hurting myself. But it would remove the stone skin spell eventually.
You
we
don't
all
think we can just
right on top of
burn
Shine?
through these? I don't think we want to give up our stone skin.
Maybe, but now we're talking about like setting a pretty big chunk of the forest on fire, right? If we're talking about burning through a half mount, and we've lost the fairies so far.
It would
is
take
that-
time. Many breath weapons would be required to get where we're going. It could be done. We could set it ablaze.
Can we just ask the forest to move? He says half
Go
joke.
for it, Anton.
You're the one who
Friend
speaks
of
Elven.
Nadinus.
You're the one who speaks Elven here. Maybe
You're the one who's made the wood. If you wish, my lord, I shall do whatever it is you ask.
Please try to commune with the woods.
Shine lets out a sigh and calls out in an elven language to the woods and trees and brambles around her. And I think that's when we should take a break.
Okay.
We will be back.
Hello, everybody. So, where we left off, you were going to have Shine set the brambles on fire? Was that the
No.
plan?
No,
We have a-
she's going to
that's
talk to
fine.
the woods.
Ah, she's going right. She was going to speak in Elven to the woods, and as Shine calls out in her soothing dragon voice, trying to make the delicate sounds of the Fey folk, the party has a moment to themselves to talk, to sort of assess. If you wish, you do not need to.
Do we think that we could use that big clearing that you talked about to fly out with Shine and then fly back in?
No.
I'm wondering if this really is the start of the lair, if we should use the nap spell now and refresh our stone skins.
I just don't know
We
if we're
might-
ever going to be allowed to just to like go to bed in the middle of a dungeon, pretty much.
Well, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do it once we pass into the lair itself, but
Yeah.
That also means an hour with Imric, unconscious and unwakeable.
He doesn't do much anyways, huh?
Okay.
thing is, though, I am worried that Tyrael could get one-rounded. Well, maybe not. He's got a lot of health, but
I'm never getting one right unless it's a surprise breath weapon, right?
I don't know. This thing's
yeah.
going to be able to fight pretty hard.
I say we
Yeah.
don't.
Okay.
Obviously. Can I
Alright.
etherealness us? I'll talk to Emmerich. Do you think I could just etherealness us through this problem?
Or ask
Half a
Shine.
mile?
She'd probably know, no?
That should work,
Sharon-
yeah, I think so.
I'll wait
what-
for Shine to finish up her tree
Yeah.
hugging.
While you're all having this chat and watching Shine try to coax the woods into opening for you, Tyrael, I would like you to make me a saving throw versus spell at -3 plus any modifiers that you would get for wisdom, for high wisdom.
Just Tyrael?
Just Tyrael.
Saving
He doesn't get
throw
those.
versus spell under combat.
For some reason during that time I was giving him my hat.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't want to save against this. It's all good.
Oh, shit.
doesn't matter.
It takes a few moments, and the two of you notice Tyrael sort of like stopped in conversation, not too unusual, sort of staring off in one direction, not that unusual. But when you call him, He doesn't respond.
Girl.
I don't
Continues
respond.
to stare.
Is he held?
I'll grab him by the shoulder and shake him. Hey, what are you doing?
Because if he's like held, he has a ring of free action.
Right. He's not held.
Okay.
He is not held. Tyrael's hands will go to his sides. Tyrael, I'm gonna let you sort of play out your actions, but I'm gonna DM you what's happening here, and we're just gonna see how this goes out, because this is one of them wacky moments.
All right.
We're all about wackiness here, Koibu, don't we?
Can I just say, if his hands reach for his weapon, Anton is going to cast a spell?
Yes, his hands are reaching
Thank
for his weapons.
Okay, I cast a spell.
What?
Well, people are acting weird, you know?
Well, maybe I see something dangerous in the distance. You just cast a spell on me, immediately drawing my sword?
That's a good point.
Yes, I have a spell to cast for this, yes.
I'll give him a surprise round, Neil. I'm grabbing his shoulder, I'm shaking him. Now's your chance to save the campaign by slaying me before I can torpedo it, Stephen.
Based.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get that message, Tyrael?
Yeah, wait, hold on. What? You're putting me in a weird spot.
I know. It's a very unfortunate situation that we're in, but your stone skin was worn off, so you did have to make this save.
Okay.
Anton, you said you were going to cast a spell?
Yeah, protection from evil.
Let's do a quick look up of this thing before, because you can cast that, I believe, while all of this is happening. You declared it real quick, like magical, and you're casting it on Tyrael. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Great. No, it's not going to work at all. I will. Okay. What? I guess we should roll initiative. We will. Why don't we use this as our
My
moment?
first thing
We'll
would have been
say-
casting the protection from evil, so that was mine.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I'm going to do anything round one. I'm just shaking his shoulder.
Yeah.
He's still facing.
Yeah.
He's facing away from me, right? His
He was
hand
sort of
goes towards
facing.
his side.
Yeah, and his hands go towards the swords on either side, and the two of you are directly before him.
I think. I don't know. I feel like I should roll initiative with some sort of. I would react if he goes to draw his sword, but not
You
necessarily.
see him going to draw his sword, and he's not responding to any of your actions, commands, words, anything.
I'll do something this round, but I'll just delay my initiative until like the end of the round. I want to wait to see what he does. Is
Okay.
that okay? Can I
As
do
long as
that?
you're not readying a spell, that's fine. Because spells can't be held.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
so should we all roll initiative then?
Yeah, I mean, I'll delay my action. So I'll go at the end. We're gonna see what you do first.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Wait, let me respond to this message before you make any dice rolls.
Okay. Yeah,
Got
I
it?
understand.
Cool. All right. Tyrael.
Um,
And initiatives, everyone?
We
Maybe
delay?
not? We delay.
delay.
You guys are watching, so Tyrael, you get to decide what you're doing here.
okay.
I mean, if he like pulls out a sword and like attacks, Anton is then in turn probably going to attack.
So
but
I'm
he's delaying to see what happens.
Yeah, so I guess I am. Are we on a map? Give us a map.
Yeah, we're on a map.
Yeah,
Yeah,
put
you're
us
on
on
a
a
map.
map. Okay. I am looking off into the distance. My eye's intent, almost as though something has caught my eye, and I will slowly back up and draw my sword.
What are you doing, stepbrother?
Okay, we see you draw the sword.
His eyes are sort of glassy.
I will turn to look at Imric.
You look different in the moment, Neil. I roll a perception check.
A roll of what?
Perception.
He wants a perception check.
What are you
Okay,
perceiving?
never mind. He looks fine.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's your brother, but his eyes are sort of
Yeah.
like glassy, and he's staring at you, and his hands are going to his weapons. It's a dangerous forest out there.
Yeah, I look over my shoulder. Tyrael, what is it?
Is that when you go?
Okay, yeah, but not with the thing. I'll just... Okay. I swing and I strike him.
His blade impacts you, Imric. It is not a critical hit.
Cool.
But it does knock off a stone
I
skin charge.
stumble backwards. I spin around, Neil. Drawing. I zip open my fanny pack of holding.
Wait, hold on.
Richard.
Hold on,
He
wait,
gets a
wait.
second attack
Yeah,
while
I got a
it's
second
happening.
attack if we were rolling initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, no, fine.
Offhand?
Yeah.
That's a crit.
Crit. 3 stone skin charges evaporate from you, Imric McGarry. And you can see this sort of like the glossiness in his eyes is surrounded by a nice little crimson bloodshotness as well.
Oh, that last hit should have been 35, I think. I don't know if that would have made a difference, but...
No.
Okay.
No. Oh yeah, stone skin.
You were the chosen one.
Anton will start casting a spell, which I know is going to take me to the next round. Just a heads up.
Yes. Yep. I think this is the initiative point at this
No,
right
no.
now.
I
Imric's
can do
still
something
design.
I can do something that's not a spell if that's okay.
Sure. What are you gonna do? What's your
I
reaction?
pull a scroll from my fanny pack of holding, and I will cast Dispel Magic on Tyrael.
The potions on him, scrolls on him. There's a lot of
He has
stuff
a bag
there.
of holding though, which is where.
Yeah, is there
probably
any
all-
obvious potions on it?
I'm just. You're doing it though.
You do. He does it. Probably.
You do it.
I can't fight him, so yeah.
Okay. You cast Dispel Magic on Tyrael. Tyrael, what things do you have in your bags and not in your bags?
In my... I have lots of stuff in my bag of holding. Does it affect that?
No, but
Okay,
it will
outside of
close
my-
the bag of holding.
Outside of my
potentially.
bag of holding, in my pockets, I have a light stone, a dark stone, a luck stone, and a protection from gas scroll.
Okay. Well, the Lightstone and Darkstone should have to make a save. Nick, roll me a d20. I assume you also made these. We'll just say it's a 50-50
Didn't
shot.
make them. I didn't make them from Glacier.
Anton might have made him. Oh yeah, sure.
Well,
Scrolls
roll
are
me your
from Glacier, I
d20s.
mean. I'm saying the scrolls are from Glacier, so I don't know what
Okay,
level
I'm
the
talking
spell
about
is
the
at.
Lightstones.
He's talking about light stones.
Yeah. These scrolls of Dispel Magic are from Glacia, though.
Yeah.
So they are cast at. Do you remember what level? I can look it up.
No, it depends on who made them, right?
Yeah, but I told you there was a level attached to all these scrolls when I gave them to you.
Oh, I think it might have been 13 or 14. But I'm kind of half guessing. God, does this destroy scrolls? I can't remember.
Scrolls. Um, 13 sounds fine. So it will destroy both the light and dark stones right away. What? And scrolls. I don't think it destroys scrolls, but I'm going to double check Dispel Magic.
I think it is just potions, but hopefully not.
Does not affect a specifically enchanted item such as a scroll ring, wand, rod, staff, unless cast directly upon them. Okay.
Would not be the same as the light and dark stones then, actually.
Those are just sort of straight
They're
up
minor
spells. They're not,
enough. Okay.
yeah, they're not like full enchant item permanency stuff.
Okay, then I think I get to roll against every buff on him. So his stone skin's gone, but I think Cloak of Bravery and then Failing Endurance, and then whatever this is.
Yes.
Hopefully.
And Anton, you're 13th level?
12th level.
12th? Okay, so a 10 or higher will dispel Anton's buffs.
Okay, Unfailing Endurance first, and then Cloak of Bravery. Okay, fails on both of those, and
Okay,
then
now we need the other one.
Okay. What other things do you have on you, Tyrael?
Like
That's it?
in my pocket,
well,
Yeah,
no,
magical.
no.
I have
Effects.
the Lux. Well, magical effects.
Yeah.
you just rolled
don't have
for
any other effects.
Cloak of Bravery and all that, or
Yep.
Yeah,
it
just
is.
roll for them too. So there's one more. I'm hoping that there's going to be a roll for whatever this is now.
I had Cloak of Bravery, Stone Skin, and Unfailing Endurance. Those are the 3 things I had on me. Otherwise, that should be it, I believe.
All right. Now, Nick, let's do.
Guy's just talking to the trees.
She's like, "Oh, just brothers fighting. It happens."
Yeah. Mother loves me more.
You're casting a third, so. An 8 or better to dispel this.
The mental domineering effect. Fuck you, Nate.
Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, it fizzles.
Yes.
Initiative.
Well,
Shine will.
hold on, wait, don't I
hear
get a
and-
second attack?
Oh, you actually do get a second
Or
attack.
my-
Yeah,
yeah.
please.
I'll step forward towards Nick and I'll swing with my
Not going to work. Free action.
You will knock off 2 more of Imric's Stoneskin charges.
Yes, fuck him up, King.
Okay.
Whole person's not going to work.
Oh, nice! My good initiative rolls too. Okay.
Oh, true. You're right. I'm gonna do a wisdom check for that, actually. I feel like Anton would know better than me.
Do I get any more saves?
Alright.
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. These things are super dangerous.
Cool. I didn't want any. This is what I wanted to do.
Okay, and Shine will roll into initiative as well. 1d10 plus 12. Oh, way to go, girl. Imric, Tyrael, Anton, you... What are you going to do, Anton?
He's just gonna... He's not strong enough to grapple him. He's just gonna interpose himself between him and, Imric.
Roll it plus
He'll take
3
the brunt
then.
of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be Imric's shield.
6.
Ooh, that's good. Imric and Anton both go first.
I dispel magic him again.
You pull out another scroll.
Well,
You-
it's the same scroll. It's got 6 last things on it.
Oh, true.
So same scroll out. You just, you take the hit.
Read
You
the
move
next
down
line.
to the next line. D20.
So, Cloak of Bravery first.
Yes. Fail.
Solar. Unfailing
Wait.
Endurance. Gone.
Gone.
Good.
And then the Mind Domineering. Yes.
That is correct. Tyrael, you are, for the moment, sort of the feelings of control wash away from you. Anton, it's your turn.
He just interposes himself in between them. He's not gonna do any direct attack actions.
Excellent. Yeah, you can do one of these things. Those are going off simultaneously. Tyrael, you have momentary clarity. You sort of feel the slipping away of the control that's on you.
Can I feel anything on me, or?
No. There was no sensation that came with it.
I
no
just
physical sensation.
I shake my head. I'll draw I guess all 3 of my swords, and I'll toss them over there to the side, and then back away.
I asked what happened.
I'm not sure. I just had a sudden urge to decapitate the both of you and eat your brains.
Toss me your ring.
Which one?
Shine's turn.
Oh.
Free action.
Yeah, I'll
Shine.
remove my ring of free action.
I'll grab it.
What is happening? She says, stomping over, ignoring her words in Elven, having heard the small amount of commotion over her own bellowing voice. She rolled to grab and hold Tyrael, so that's what she's going to do this round, because she heard Imric getting hit. And a 39 is a successful grab, and Shine's strength...
I mean, it's going to be unopposed for me, right? So.
Yeah, I think at this point, she grabs and holds Tyrael tightly in her claw.
Okay.
He
looks down.
said something came over him.
I start checking his, like, any exposed parts of his body for cuts.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make me a perception check. You've got to contend with his armor. You got to contend with Shine's claws, all that jazz. And yes, at the same time, because this is technically the next round, Tyrael, I need you to make me another saving throw at -3 versus spell.
Easy.
There you go. You can you feel this thing trying to hold on to you and take control of you again, and you can shrug it off this time. And Imric, you will find a spider about yay big on the back of Tyrael's neck, just below the hairline, clinging to him with the legs, and 2 pincers jabbed deep, well, as deep as they'll go in the back of his neck.
Wow. Okay, I rip it off him.
Yep.
They've got gloves on. I do it with like a gloved hand. I just grab it and fling it.
You toss the spider into the grass.
It was a spider. I got it.
You're free to control yourself now, Tyrael. You can feel all the control slipping away from you.
Well, I'm not free to control myself because this huge fucking dragon is holding on to me right now, so.
She looks to Imric. Are you sure?
Well, unless there's more of them. Cyril, hold still. I keep looking. No.
No, there doesn't seem to be any others on him.
I will take a look at the bramble in front of us, like more closely, and look like if this thing is infested with these spiders.
No, the brambles were in front of you with Shine in between you and them. You haven't even gotten to them yet. Probably doesn't come from there.
I hand you your free action ring back. I pick up your swords and give them to you, and say, "Let's skip this. I'll just take us all ethereal, and we can just walk through it. It's plant matter.
Wait.
Should be fine."
We're low on stone skin charges now. You think we still carry on? I agree that sleeping in this place is not ideal, though.
Yeah, I mean, I feel okay as long as nothing weird happens.
It should be fine, Imric. I don't think we're gonna get another shot like this.
How long can you keep us in the ethereal plane?
Not that long. Let me look.
Can we ask Shine, do we think we can pass through the ethereal plane here, or is something weird going to happen?
22 minutes.
Oh, any dragon worth its salt has its lair protected from teleportation, phasing, portals, that sort of thing.
Yeah, of course, but can we pass through this thicket or whatever bush without...
It depends on how far out its protection extends. She looks to Anton. I'm not familiar with the clerical version of etherealness. What happens if you reappear in Bramble?
He smiles.
Yeah, I was going to ask, if we run into protection, are we going to see it coming, or are we just going to, like, suddenly appear back
You
on the side?
have the ring of
True
sight.
sight. Yep.
So you can see through.
Yep.
So I guarantee. How far is the bramble out? Shine was able to see over, right? Does it look like
Bramble extends for at
mile?
least half a mile.
We can travel half a mile and eat way quicker than 22 minutes. Worst case, we get to the end and we can't get out. We just run back. We will be fine, especially with your sight.
Well, I don't know. Would I see a barrier that's going to de-etherealize us?
With your Ring of True Seeing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is I don't think you have the knowledge of how this would work out yet. There's only one way to do it. That's to try it.
I mean, it's risky. If we materialize,
Yeah,
we could, like, take big injuries, right?
But I've never heard of there being like a Have I ever heard of a barrier just like taking people out of the ethereal plane? I've heard of barriers being able to stop people, but I don't think I've ever heard of anything being able to just be like, oh, now you're out.
Yeah, that's more of like a spell that gets cast on you. Maybe there could be some contingency wombo combo thing where when you enter an area, a spell is automatically cast, but that sounds like some pretty crazy high level bullshit that is unlikely to be encountered.
Have you do you have any enlarge spells?
I have some on scrolls, yeah. A signal one.
Could we just could we enlarge me and I could just like carry you guys through the thicket?
Yeah, that'd work. But you can't carry Shine through. Shine's not gonna have.
Can you do you have a reduced scroll?
Shine has a human form.
Oh, she could take human form. And the three of you could just hop on my back. We could be like the unstoppable McGarry Shine.
Are the bags gonna get fucked up by?
I could fly over. So.
You could fly?
Imric flies over, he takes the bags, you carry me. Well, you can't carry Shine.
Can I put both of you on my shoulders? Should be.
Wait,
fine,
I thought
right?
Shine weighed like thousands of pounds.
She has a lot of mass for the purpose of spells, but in human form, she shouldn't weigh thousands of pounds, right?
Right, she doesn't like just she doesn't have 10,000 pounds of
big mass. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like it works.
Why don't you, I'll go check it out and see how far this thing goes on for. I cast Fly on my ring.
If you get caught out there, you're on your own.
I nod, and I will rise into the air.
Whoosh. Imric lifts off.
And I'll just slowly, with my bow drawn,
Your machine gun bow.
yeah, go over the... Well, first of all, I'll just go up and try and get a gauge on it when this place ends. Or if it seems to go into a cave, or what's going on.
No, it's just sort of like mounds and mounds and mounds until there's just like a hill of thickets. And it's hard to tell if like it's a thin thicket going uphill or if it's a really, really tall thicket on flat ground or a gargantuan thicket on like continuing to slope downward ground.
Okay.
It's too thick to see the height.
I have another plan. I come back down. I didn't get very far, and I'll say, looks like whatever the layer is, looks like maybe it's below this. This thing extends out into a big hill, and it's completely covered. You remember the land sharks?
No.
The burrowing
Oh.
monsters.
You mean that we were trying to
looking
make... Yeah.
the shield from, yeah. I could turn into one of them, perhaps dig our way under the ground. But if we find the dragon, I'm not going to be able to fight for, a minute or two while I turn back. So you'll have to keep me in the scroll radius.
Understood. Yeah? Let's do it.
Shine, you'll have to go in human form.
How does this work?
I turn into a boule and I'll dig our way under.
And then we follow. How do we follow after you? We can't move through your
Excrement. Because it
We
leaves...
go into-
You bury yourself, but you do not create a tunnel.
In the past, no. In the past, when we've done this, you'll have to hide inside my jaw.
Clever.
Can Shine dig under the ground?
With claws, nice and slowly.
Yeah, slowly. Okay.
She doesn't have a burrow speed, if that's what you mean.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Before I cast the spell, I'll ask if anyone's got better ideas. But it looks like we have to go down.
Doing good.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Okay. Cast Polymorph Self. Turn into a land shark. Open my large gaping maw. Curl up nice and tight, boys. When it comes
Shine
out like...
takes a moment to shrink down to human size, and will, motion for your maw to open a little bit more, grab a tooth to steady yourself, and gently walk on in.
And with one swallow, I become the king of Mystria.
True.
No, I will dig my way down. I got to get a feel for it. I snuffle around with my pointy nose. I get my weird little digging hands going. But then I get into the swing of it, Neil, and I'm burrowing.
Excellent.
Is
yeah,
it?
So you,
Okay.
where do you burrow? How do you burrow? Talk to me about this. Because there's a thousand ways that you could burrow. You could burrow like at the very surface of the ground. You could burrow like pretty deep under.
I
You
think
could
that's what I'm trying to
burrow.
do. I'm imagining that somewhere inside this thicket is an entrance down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to stay near the surface, and I kind of want to. If I have a chance to do it, I mean, it's awkward. I'll let everyone out, and I'll turn back into myself, and I'll say to Shine, like, tap on the inside of my mouth in directions. Like, I'll designate like 4 tooths that she can touch, or something that will indicate like left, forward, backwards, right, because she can sense the dragon right, so she might be able to help guide me. But I think I'm just going to scour the surface, like just below the surface of the thicket, to try and find the entrance.
Yeah. So you burrow forward. Is everyone in your mouth?
I think so, if they'll fit.
Yeah, they can.
They
All fit.
might be a bit tight, but
It'll be extremely tight. They're gonna have to get pressed on top of each other quite closely.
luckily, I can suppress my gag reflex, so I should be okay. There's no need for that. That was a pointless thing to say, wasn't it? It's just lowered the tone. I'm sorry.
Whatever you have to do to immerse yourself. To make sure you can fit all of us in your mouth at the same time is good for us, okay?
Yeah, that was probably far enough, actually.
No.
So you will find as you burrow forward, you can move through soft soil with ease, no problem whatsoever. But as soon as you come up towards those brambles, like the brambles dig into the ground pretty well. Their roots are deep, and you could maybe like start to chew your way through these things, but you're not going to be able to just push your way through them. The twisting roots and vines are thick and hard, even under the ground, and sort of like bend and flex until you're pressed against many of them. Additionally, they're still a little bit spiky down here.
Well, is
And
it possible to go
of
deeper?
pushing against them?
Well, no, hang on.
Just
You
the
can
one
take.
charge.
Yeah,
when you
okay,
come
you can.
across.
Fine.
Yeah, just the one when you first run into them and sort of test them out. I imagine you
But-
back off when you realize it burns a charge.
But I'll just try going a little bit below that.
Yeah. You dig down to where the roots of these things spread along a rocky surface. You cannot move through the rock itself, it's far too hard. And the base of these roots don't have thorns, but they are pretty tough to get through. It's sort of like I want to say like a net of roots that just expands all over in front of you. I would like you to make me what strength does a boule have?
No, I don't get its strength. Well, hang on. I get its strength for normal movement. So actually, it's probably pretty strong if it's digging through the ground.
True.
But if you don't get its strength for...
I'm saying that I'm as strong as it needs to be to move normally.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then give me an Imric strength check to push past these brambles. Definitely not. You can't make your way through this stuff. There's rock below, roots above, and then bramble above that. The boule is not going to make it through here well. Maybe if you had a lot of time, you could like circle and cover the whole ground and probe for weak points, but that's going to take you... You'd have to cover like miles of area.
Yeah, do I feel like this stone area is isolated, or do I just feel at some point the whole thing becomes stone?
No, it's just rock. There's soil, and then far enough down there's rock, and here the soil's maybe 15, 20 feet deep, and then below it is just solid stone.
Oh,
Although,
okay.
You would know, Imric, that every single dragon lair you've been in thus far has been encased in stone. There have been dirty patches of them too, but like that's a pretty solid material in which to make your lair as a dragon.
Yeah,
You must be
now,
close, right?
do I not recall Shine having meld with stone or some shit like that? What was their spell list? Did she not have some sort of stone spell?
Yeah, we put it in chat if you scroll high enough.
I don't think I can scroll that far up.
Let's see.
I did post it in DGG, but I don't know how to find my chat logs. Oh, I put it in. There we go. Stone shape. Will that help us? don't think it will, right?
By means of the spell, the caster can form an existing piece of stone into any shape that suits his purpose. So he can make a stone weapon, a special trapdoor, a crude idol. By the same token, enables the spellcaster to shape a stone door, perhaps so as to escape imprisonment, provided the volume of the stone doesn't change. So you can sort of morph stone within 9 cubic feet plus 1 cubic foot per level. So she's got like a bunch of stone she can change, but it's not gonna, she could tunnel there in like a couple weeks maybe.
I think I'll bring us back to the entrance, seeing that I'm not making any progress.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll turn back into myself. Well, I'll split them back out there, and then I'll turn into myself.
You spit them out, and you'll notice there's something amiss nearby.
One of us is missing. No.
No. All these people are here, but you sense an invisible creature is somewhere around you.
Okay.
Shine will as well, and she will let you know it's not the dragon for certain. It might be more fairies again. Who knows?
Interesting.
Do they tell? Do we know this, or?
Shine will announce it if Imric does not.
Do I get a feeling about how big it is?
Doesn't matter. I mean, I'll take out my ring of seeing and I'll ask Imric, do you want to wear this just about the creature, or?
Yeah.
I'll slip in my ring of seeing.
I'll activate the true seeing on it.
Yeah, there's a cluster of fairies who are all perched on a tree fairly nearby, watching you, pointing out at you. Some of them have weapons in hand, bows, not fully drawn and knocked, but, arrow knocked, ready to go if need be. They're just hanging out.
I'll wave at them.
They will quickly dart behind their tree and out of sight.
I'll turn back around to the rest of the party. Well, going under, not going to work. There's stone down there about 20 feet. I think this is it. This is the lair, but we need another way in.
Well, the entrance is probably somewhere in the middle of the thicket, yeah?
Yeah.
So we have to...
a way to identify it.
If you can't think of anything else, was there a reason why I couldn't enlarge and just carry you guys through?
No, that could work, but maybe there's a more intelligent way to find where the hole is. Could we not use
Don't you have your fucking eyes?
Shine. I can't recall them now, but Shine, perhaps if you fired your breath weapon, your gas, across the thicket, it would fall. If there's a hole somewhere, it would fall down it, right?
I shake my head when you had the suggestion. We're already being watched by fairies. Or did you tell me this, or?
Well, yeah, I probably did.
Yeah, I mean, we're already being watched by fairies that are probably a little bit worrisome about our behavior in here. I don't know if we start breathing fire across our forest, but it's good.
No, not fire, gas. We could watch it would fall down, right? It sinks.
Oh.
Yeah, that seems fine.
What do you think, Shine? Would that work?
If the lair is nearby, we would see it sink, but if it's more than a few, if it's deeper than 50 feet, we would lose sight of the gas within the thicket.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to see it fall. But your logic is sound if it's nearby.
Just
try that first. I have a gas spell of my own.
Okay. She will take a deep breath and breathe out a toxic, caustic cloud that sort of just pushes its way into the brambles, losing all sight. And she'll shake her head and say, well, it's not, the entrance is not right here.
Hardkill only has a 10-yard range.
Jesus.
Which isn't really that good.
It moves every round.
Yeah, but is that going to get appreciably further away than Shine's breath weapon did or not? No.
But also, you're not going to be able to see it. Even if it's, 600 feet in front of you, the brambles will block your view of the gas.
Let's just do the serial method. Seems good.
But he'll take damage from the thorns, and we could be wandering around there for hours looking for
Neil
this.
said he wasn't going to take damage.
I thought it was just you'd lose
really?
your stone skin charges.
You would just lose the stone skin.
If you walk through these brambles, you will take tickles of damage. You might take 1 damage per round.
Oh, well, never mind.
Maybe.
Then.
Yeah, well. All right, I'm gonna. How about this? How about I conjure an animal and I just send it to clear us a fucking huge passage?
It could work.
Conjure an elephant or two.
Yes, good idea. Yeah, good idea.
All right, I will use one of my conjure animals.
Excellent.
Conjure a fucking elephant.
Can you conjure 1 elephant at a time?
I'm only gonna use
that's
one
right.
right now. But yeah, I'm gonna just
Excellent.
conjure one elephant. It's a huge hit die.
An elephant appears out of nowhere, subservient to you. What do you tell it to do?
I'm gonna tell it to charge forward, and I'll point towards the brambles, and I want him to clear like a path.
And it does. The elephant goes in, using its tusks and trunk to like rip brambles out of the way, clear a path, stomp down anything else, and a path opens up before you behind the elephant. The duration is 2 rounds per level. You are 12th level, so 24 minutes of elephant moving through the brambles,
Pretty
which
good.
will get us to the elephant's maximum depth that it's going to be able to achieve. I think it'll take about 10 minutes. You can get 100 yards into this, and the ground does gently continue to slip forward, and the elephant like crashes down on these things and stomps down, but eventually the brambles reach a certain height that the elephant can no longer stomp all the way down, and it gets just sort of stuck against the mass of brambles that have pushed back here. But you are 200 yards into the thicket.
Wow, this is pretty good to fit. It sounded kind of silly at first, but it's actually pretty hard to traverse.
Okay,
Shine-
talk to
Oh,
me
go ahead.
real quick about if I'm in gaseous form, how much feeling do I have about all my gas that is my body? Like, let's say I start to slowly go over a cliff. Will I feel some of my gas falling down the cliff and I can pull it back up, or how does that work? I'll ask Shine, since she should know about gaseous form, maybe, if I don't have the knowledge.
Yes, you are not going to fall off a cliff without realizing it. You more or less maintain your shape and walk forward as if you were human. You should feel the ground much in a similar way.
Sure. Okay. I got 2 potions of gaseous form. Could I pop the cork on one of these, drink it, and then just walk basically through the thicket, and then try to feel around for where it might start to depress or something?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna do that unless you guys have a better idea.
idea.
Second idea. I'm looking through my
Take one.
potions now. Another thing I could do is we could enlarge me, and I will walk around, and I can try to lawyer maybe. I have something, an oil of slipperiness. If I applied an oil of slipperiness to me, can I slip through the thicket without the thorns scratching me, or no? Like if I oiled up and they were trying to scratch me, they just kind of like slide off because of the lack of friction?
The oil of slipperiness makes it so you can't even be held down by anyone, so I would assume so.
Yeah, I think in this weird edge case, the oil of slipperiness on your legs would prevent you from taking damage, but But will it cover you? Can you apply oil of slipperiness on you and enlarge and still have it affect you, or would the...
Yeah, so what I would argue is I could do the oil of slipperiness since I'm enlarged. If that makes me twice as tall, I'm only applying it to the lower half of my body since that's where the thicket will be. So the top of me
So it
won't
would
become...
Yeah, it would take twice as much oil to cover just that bottom half because your surface area increases square of your height. But then you'd only be doing half of that. So 2 squared is 4 divided by 2 is 2. So it would take 2 charges to cover your lower half.
Or, yeah, wait, so, yeah, I've only got 1
you're
charge.
double
Or I could do the gaseous form. The gaseous form might be easiest because it's less complicated. Do you think that's okay?
This is one of the edge cases I think gaseous form is probably going to be good.
Yep.
I think you should do that.
Yeah.
How long does this last? 30 minutes or 1 hour?
I'll check for you.
You don't have to check the book, Koibu, just ask Shine.
Shine, how long does it last?
Well, it lasts 4 plus 1d4 turns.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah. That is pretty good.
Yeah.
So
about an
50,
hour, give or take
70
20
minutes.
Okay, and I can't recall my way out of it, so once I drink it, I'm stuck here for an hour, right? Which isn't bad, but... Am I able to communicate once I've become gaseous?
We don't speak fart.
Good one.
Do either of you have the sending spell? Just send me a message telepathically?
No, not learned.
I think you can muster a faint talk. You wouldn't be Tyrael's normal voice, and it wouldn't carry as much as Tyrael's normal voice does. But if you're gaseous, like in and around your brothers, you should be able to communicate with them. But if you're in the thicket, you couldn't call out to them.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna drink this, and I'm gonna venture forward and feel around.
By yourself.
Well, Koibu, it's not like other people can gas up, can they? Well, I have one other potion. But yeah, I mean, it's another gas brother. It's probably not going to help.
Into the thicket, Tyrael goes.
Well, is that everybody okay? Do we all nod along?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I nod, yeah. Goodbye, Tyrael.
Sounds fucking great.
Completely insubstantial. Tyrael enters the wall of thicket before you,
Glug,
sliding
glug, glug.
past the elephant, who still is here, just chilling now.
Oh, wait, I thought the
Sorry,
elephant...
hang on. Can't the elephant be running around at least clearing more of this area?
Sure, yeah. Would you like it to make the path wider into this area? Like, do you want it to make one big fat wide path, or is it the narrow path that it comes in and then like a bubble of space?
Bubble of space.
Okay. It'll clear an area large enough that Shine can be in dragon form without having to worry about losing her stone skin charges here.
Based.
That's good.
And that will be the rest of the elephant.
Okay.
And then Shine will assume dragon form.
I would like to slowly forward.
Yeah, you can move through the thicket. The ground continues to descend slowly but surely. You pass through the walls of the thicket. The light down here, there's some, so you can sort of see a little bit. There's not much to see. It's just wall after thicket, wall after wall of thicket. Your movement speed is 3, so you can go 30 feet around.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're there for about an hour.
Well, hold on. Oh, whoa, you just sped ahead quite a bit there, Koibu. I'd probably move forward for about 25, 30 minutes. I'm not going to go an hour out and then reappear in the middle of fucking no man's land and kill myself, okay? That was clever, though. That was nice. That was a nice try.
Thank you, yeah. Yeah, you can make it another 200 yards sort of into the thicket. It will grow well overhead, so you can't even see out. The light will begin to get dim. And maybe around the 200-yard mark, as you're getting to the I should probably turn back now, you see a mound with like some of the brambles have been ripped out. Not like they didn't grow here, but they grew here and then they were ripped out by something. Okay. And this mound has an entranceway maybe 4 feet across, 3.5 feet across, in all directions. If you wanted, you could step into this hole and sink down within it, but it's a pretty straight shot. Or, I don't know, what do you want to do here?
Yeah, you know, I'll remember where it is.
A few minutes to hang.
I'll probably, I can't access anything in my bag or anything while I'm in Gaseous form, right? I'll probably just turn around, Koibu. I'll turn around.
Okay.
Note where this spot
you
is.
Can walk right back out. You saved plenty of time to make sure you'd get out in time, so you arrive back at the party.
And I'll tell them I found what I believe to be the entrance of the cave.
Good. Can you clarify, was there no brambles and it was a straight hole down, so if you were flying you would come down or not?
Straight hole down. There's like a mound up and then...
Yeah, there's like a bit of a mound that rises, and then there's a 4-foot hole. There are no brambles right around it, but there were still brambles above it, as if I don't know how to describe it. But it definitely was not flight accessible.
We haven't heard a thing, right? There's been no weird monsters besides the fairies for this 30 minutes.
I think we can sleep. Yeah, we can nap.
Yeah, I think you can too.
But
well,
but still, though, how do we get down there?
The only thing I'm worried about right now, as I come back, can I be out of gaseous form?
We can wait until you're out, if you want.
Can I kneel down and look at the ground, and where we've trampled the thicket or whatever, does it seem like it's already starting to grow back, or is it just completely gone?
It's still pressed into the ground. It has not resprung.
Okay. The only worry is that so I saw a hole that might be the entrance to the lair, but there's thicket like all around it. So if this forest is something that like can be destroyed and regrows in like 30 minutes, if you take a nap here and it starts to regrow, we're gonna be like trapped in here. That's the only worry.
We've been here for an hour. It seems to be fine so far.
Oh, it's true. Then how would that hole stay there?
Right. Shine will speak up very quickly. Your hole in the ground was only 4 feet wide.
Indeed.
The dragon left footprints twice the size of mine. How does such a dragon fit down such a tiny hole?
I'm sure between the 4 of us, we can think of 10 ways immediately, whether through scrolls, potions, innate abilities, magical spells, or other forms of trickery. The dragon could get in and out of such a hole quite trivially, no?
Does she feel the dragon nearby?
we're near its lair. I can feel that, but its presence is not imminent.
I mean, we have nothing else to investigate thus far, so to the hole we go, I would assume, yes?
I think we want Imric to nap first. We say in hushed tones.
We need a good plan to get through the thicket, though, first.
Well,
Let's
the plan
think
is just what
while we're prepared.
Can
we
we,
don't have multiple gaseous form scrolls. Potions
Large
do we?
him, no?
Well, I think I can figure out how to get through this. If we know where we're going, can we hack through it or no? We've got magical swords and shit. Or would that take an inordinate amount of time?
It would take a while. In theory, you could hack through it, but it's like clearing a blackberry bush. It's a long, slow process. Even with gloves, the thorns stick through and like poke you in the fingers. It's a nightmare to hack through without losing your stone skin charges.
What do I think about Lance of Disruption?
Would easily rip a hole, Lance of Disruption sized,
How
and
far
Lance
is
of
the
Disruption length.
How far is the hole, the entrance?
100 yards, right?
Tyrael's entrance that he saw is 200 yards from you. What's the length of Lance of Disruption?
Well, mine is particularly long.
But I think we want Imric we want to nap Imric to get our stone skins back and maybe more spells. That would be like the dream here.
I agree, yeah, but let's it's only 60 feet, so it's not long enough.
Well, if we can
60
nap
feet?
you,
Oh,
we
geez.
will have something to do for an hour. We don't care about if we lose stone skins because we're going to be getting them back.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's going to take an hour, though. It's going to take days, maybe.
No way, not days.
No, Koibu was
No?
making it sound like it was going to take a few hours.
Oh, if it's a few hours, then yeah.
To hack and slash your way through 200 yards of brambles
Yeah.
in a tunnel that, as humans, you could conceivably walk through, will probably take you day or two.
Oh.
I'm imagining blackberries are such a bitch to remove. Huge brambly thickets are nasty. If you're not concerned about losing your stone skin charges, because Imric is going to replenish them, you could work a little bit harder. You do have magic weapons at your disposal, which makes hacking through the brambles pretty easy, but then it's the like grabbing and pulling, and then they're all like hooked on each other.
We have
That's
Shine as well.
The process. If we don't mind Shine losing her stone skin charges, then you could hack very easily and she could rip out very easily, and it would probably take you, a couple hours, but it would definitely knock off all of her stone skins.
That's
Well, I
fine.
can
'cause we're not
replenish
getting
everyone's. I can replenish everyone's stone skins.
All right, let's do that. Can you cast
Yeah.
what spells you need to cast before you get napped and relearn them all?
Nothing to cast.
I have no idea what you have. Yeah.
I'm just looking. Is there anything that I could help? Yeah, I can give us a start. I cast Disintegrate on the brambles. Chapow!
10-foot chunk comes out.
I can haste you guys. That might help speed things up.
Maybe for a little bit, but let's. You're gonna have to learn all these spells again, so that's
Yeah,
time.
let's
Do
not
they really
do
want to be
similar.
aged?
Yeah,
Well,
age doesn't matter.
It's not worth.
Because you're gonna do it, right? Anton,
Yeah, I'm
you're
gonna do it. I do aging.
Well, I don't know how much is 13 rounds really going to make a difference if it takes.
Not much.
But not much. Yep, go to bed.
Hey.
If Imric cool, then I nap him.
Oh, I have to cast Ice Storm as well.
Okay. Huge hailstones pound the area. The sounds echo as far as the jungle will spread. Imric, I want you to tell me how long it'll take to rememorize all the spells that you wish to relearn. And also, how long did it take you to memorize spells this morning? It took quite a while, didn't it? You did 4 stone skins plus a few other things.
It wouldn't have been
Didn't
that
nap
long.
him
I
this
didn't
morning.
cast that much the day before.
Yeah.
So it would have just been the stone skins.
Okay.
That's pretty much the only thing I cast. But this time it's
This is gonna be a long one.
8, 12, 16, 22 spell levels, so 220 minutes. So just under 4 hours.
Okay, so it'll bring us to dusk about by the time he's woken up from his nap and recovered all of his spells.
That's fine. We have unfailing endurance. We don't give a fuck.
Great.
Well, Tyr doesn't, but we do.
Okay. Imric, where do you nap, Imric? Where do you put him? I want to
in
be
the-
very, very clear about his
Put
nap
him in the
time.
big O, in the big clearing, and we're gonna have.
You should probably keep me close to the rambles, no?
Well, yeah, he's sleeping and he can't wake up. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull him along with us as we're clearing it in the way. Every once in a while, Shrine will go back there, pull his robe, keep him, up. Maybe Shine's got her tail wrapped around him, so he doesn't get fucking yeeted or taken. He physically can't wake up, and we can't disturb his nap, so we shouldn't have to worry about waking him up.
Having a little sleep.
Yeah, just taking a nap.
Just having a little sleep.
Okay, so he's going to sleep right up against the lair, next to all the brambles where you guys are working. So that way, everyone's together in one happy family.
Yes. And Shine, if I don't know how a dragon tail is, but if it can grasp things like a monkey, then hopefully he's in her tail.
It's not quite as good as a monkey's tail, but I hear you. Okay.
Bring out the beasts.
Bring out the beasts.
Let me just make ourselves a little bramble pit over here.
True. Could I just set I could just set him on top of the dragon and then bind him with a magical rope. Oh, you could just flail about up there.
Yes, you could attach him to Shine.
There you go.
We'll do that.
Bind.
I'm just gonna run the toilet while I'm asleep. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to be doing anything, Nick.
You know what? We should take a break anyway.
Fine.
Because we're at the hour.
We'll be back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. One point I wanted to clarify before we go forward. When Anton and Tyrael are hacking away, making a tunnel, what size of tunnel are you making? Clearly, it's not a tunnel large enough for Dragon Shine to crawl through. That would take way too much time and effort. We're talking about a human-sized tunnel, right?
I mean, we can, make one for her to walk through in human form once we're done hacking and slashing, right?
Right. Right. The objective is that the party can walk through this. The entrance to the lair is already kind of small. You're going to have to transform anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to be on the same page. So, the beginning of the tunnel, you guys can hack and Shine can grab. But once it gets to a certain depth, we're going to run into some sort of problems here.
Okay.
Because Shine can't reach like 100 feet into a tunnel and help you pull out these.
But we don't
floors.
care about her losing HP or losing stone skins.
Okay.
We don't care about losing HP?
One moment.
I can heal her.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess so. Not gonna need them.
As long as she's not losing half of her fucking life on these shitty thorns. Bum, bum.
Bum, bum.
When
I always
Koibu
wonder-
initially grabbed me with that spider, he said that it was a 16-inch spider. So I don't know if I was going to do some next level, like pretend to be your friend and then like kill you in your sleep shit. I don't know what he was asking for that. I was got really worried.
Jesus.
Like I cut your throat while you're sleeping and it's like an instant kill or some shit.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
They should have done.
Some spider.
Sorry about that.
Your apologies.
We don't really care about Shine losing stone skins. I don't want her to lose like a third of her HP touching the fucking thorns, but
Right, well, that's not gonna. The problem isn't the HP at that point. It's being able to reach like 100 feet in. So she's not gonna be able to crawl into,
Yeah, she can't help us.
you know, a deep tunnel.
okay, that's fine.
So you can hack. It's gonna take hours. It'll probably be hacking late into the night, but you got unfailing endurance, so that will help you.
I don't know if I do I?
You do not, but we do.
Okay.
Was that dispelled on him?
I believe so.
Well,
not.
Anton has unfailing endurance, so
Okay.
it's fine.
I think all I have left, I think I still have Cloak of Bravery. I didn't check that off.
You
30
did, but
minutes.
It's probably be over now.
Oh, it's over? Okay, okay.
30 minutes into the hacking and pulling, and you're at a point where Shine can no longer really help or reach. You might be able to, you know, use a rope to tie to a section of brambles, to tie to her tail, and she could maybe help pull out that way, but the rope that's good for that is already attached to Imric. So Shine is just sort of guarding Imric. When she calls to the brothers,
Oh god.
a low whisper that echoes deeply into the woods. Tyrael, Anton, come quick!
We run.
Come back, yeah.
Oh my god.
You run back through the brambles, just in time to catch the first round of initiative of Shine. You can see her big backside facing you. You cannot see the foe beyond because you're like running through this tunnel, and all you see is this big Shine ass right in front of you with tail and everything waving around as she lets out a roar, and will make her. Well, actually,
Hold on. Let's talk. Yeah, let's figure out what's going on. Do we need a map or something? Is this like is how?
I will bring you to a map once you can actually see what's happening. But Shine, because you're sort of blocked by point of view. First of these things will, throw itself at Shine. You can see her rear back as the attack comes in.
Okay. Okay.
19 will not get through Shine's armor whatsoever. The second one comes in as well. 28? I think 28 actually pierces Shine's hide. I think this creature has gotten exceedingly lucky.
She has stone skin still.
No, she's been helping remove the brambles. The stone skin is gone. Shine's AC, is 29. She's fine. She's fine.
We could have taken her.
Yes. Shine will reply. 1. Critical miss. 2, 3, 2 hits. It's a double crit, so 3d10 plus 9. The first thing, not quite killing it. Then she takes out her big teeth and does 66 plus 9 to it. And you, as the two of you emerge from the tunnel, you can see a very large spider husk get thrown behind Shine as she chomps down, kills it, and tosses it in the air. And a large, gargantuan even, dead spider will be right in front of you.
Cool.
You can see through the little bit of combat that there are more of these giant gargantuan spiders that have moved in and are coming after Shine. And we should roll initiative now. Imric, I'm sorry, you're asleep. You must be dreaming of spiders. Your favorite creatures in the world.
I am.
Is this an animal, or are we gonna be coy here?
It is
An
a
animal?
giant animal. Animal is not a specific keyword. Oh, hold animal is what you're looking for. You would know whether this would work or not. Animals are affected are
Normal or giant size.
Perfect, not a problem.
Mammals, birds, or reptiles.
Well, they're arachnids, but I think it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
But not monsters such as centaurs, gorgons, harpies, nagas. Apes, bears, crocodiles, dogs, eagles, foxes, giant beavers.
Subject. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
1 to 4. It's just hold. It's hold person.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum body weight of 400 pounds per non-mammal.
Yeah, I think these are huge spiders, but they're mostly leg,
Okay.
We'll add Shine to the initiative order.
Do I need to roll a 1d4, or do I just choose 4 on this spell?
You roll a d4. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that in this one. But I could be stupid.
No, I mean, it says it holds 1 to 4 animals.
I think so.
But like all the other hold spells, it's usually a die roll. They're not precise with their language back in the olden days. And all those spiders should be slightly slower. 15, 16, 17, 12. There we go. Anton, you are behind Shine, but you're the first one to act.
4 saving throws. I believe it's at -1. Let me read one more time. If two... Okay, no. They don't have any penalties. So...
Okay, their saving throws are 11 or higher. 2 will pass and 2 will fail. We'll say the 2 in the back fail and are asleep.
Okay, they're going to be held for forever.
Yep. Perfect. Tyrael, it's your turn.
Can I see which ones are held?
Yeah, the ones in the back. The ones
Okay,
that aren't moving.
can I, I'm just gonna run over here and attack the spider.
Undershine's wings between her legs, up under her neck you go, swords in hand, coming out. 1 blow against the spider. Crit. Second attack, or the first attack, I guess, is
21 damage then?
21. Bring it to half HP.
These are large creatures, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Second attack is a double crit.
12 plus...
All the damage, please.
22?
Almost dead. The spider has lost a couple of legs. Oops, shouldn't have that X. Lost some legs. Is oozing ichor from its side as it hisses in your direction. The spider are out. The one that you have just wounded under normal circumstances probably wouldn't even engage a gold dragon. Something must be going on, driving these creatures to fight when it's so clearly outclassed. And that same force driving it to throw itself suicidally against a gold dragon brings it against you with a natural 20 on the die roll.
Well, I'm just gonna... Fuck. Hold on. I have to run downstairs real quick. You can just attack with me.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
Yeah. 2d6 damage to Mr. Tyrael, who has no tokens. Actually, it's a natural 20. It's a modified 29. That's actually just a... It's not a crit. It's just a hit, right? Yeah, he's got 28 AC. Okay. So he takes 7 damage. And...
Give it to him.
When bitten, the victim must make a successful saving throw versus poison with a penalty of -2 or fall into a coma for 2d4 turns. Imric, since you are not doing anything, would you make me a saving throw versus poison for Tyrael?
Why can't... Oh, he's not there. I can't.
Okay.
I can't do that.
I can't.
I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Because I want to do it.
I'm gonna fail. Obviously, I'll fail, and then it'll be my fault.
Have you no courage, man? Chin up, Englishman.
Okay, fine. I'll doing it. But if I fail,
Lieutenant Bridgerton would be so upset with you for not doing this.
it's Neil's fault, chat. If I fail, okay, it's not my fault. It's Neil's fault.
Coward.
Okay, that's gonna be a pass.
I
So,
pass, yeah.
yeah.
Save versus poison, paralyzation, death magic. Yeah, he's probably got really good saves. Let's find out.
Whew,
8.
that was close.
This is natural. Okay, yeah, he's good. It's all good. Tyrael, you've been bitten by a giant spider, but Nick passed your poison save, so it's okay.
Thank you, Nick. Are we at the end of the initiative then?
No, last spider to go, and then Shine. This one comes right up to her and is going to try and bite her. 1d20 plus 9. 14 is no good. Shine will take her turn. 1d20 plus 20. Bite. I'm sorry, claw, bite. Is always the order. The first one will hit this spider for 1d10 plus 9, doing 19. Good job, Shine. Second one is a single crit for 2d10 plus 9. It's 22. And then the bite will kill the spider. And we can roll initiative.
Oh, wait. Second attack, right?
Correct.
23 hit?
Yep. Excellent. You can dispatch the beast without any problem.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. And the other ones are held, and you can just walk over and crush them and kill them.
Oh, cool.
As you go, though, Tyrael, to take a look at these spiders, you will see that there is a 6th spider deep in the background, out the back of the tunnel, not having come in all the way. This one is a little bit bigger than the others. You know, not really, just a smidge. But instead of the long gangly legs and the furry body, the spider that you see back here has a sleek, hairy black body with brown stripes, and its legs have bony plates with sharp, raised ridges that cut like swords. But this spider doesn't come in. This spider sort of hangs out at the back, and when it sees you dispatching the other held creatures that aren't even resisting, it scurries away and scrambles up a tree, one of these giant sequoia trees, and like starts to wrap around the backside, and you lose it, and it comes back, and it just continues to crawl up into the heights of the tree. This one, unlike the others, seems to be able to choose not to participate in this battle. Is that worth noting, or?
I mean, I'll communicate it to
another
Shine and
lore?
Anton, but yeah, I don't know if it's like a leader spider or if it's coordinating people or what.
Okay.
Don't know.
Does Shine
You
have
don't
any
seem
insight or
concerned
no?
about it? No. Yes, she has insight. Her insight is that the denizens of these woods, close to the brambles, seem to be enslaved to the green dragon. Creatures like this would never throw themselves knowingly against something of my size. That one there must be smarter, must be controlled more directly.
Hold on. How much time has passed since Imric was
Half an hour.
slept? Still half an hour. Well, what should we do? I could go out and
Keep
chase
packing.
it, but
So we keep hacking. There's a very fortified position. They can only come through one area. Worst case, Shine has to breath weapon something. We're completely protected.
do you feel like you can protect yourself here?
Comfortable me with using fire in these woods?
Yes,
but you
because
have
we've
the other
already
breath
decided
weapon,
that the
correct?
woods are like wet and moist enough that it's not going to just catch everything on fire and kill us all, right? We've already.
And you also have your other breath weapon.
Yes. Chlorine gas.
I assume a
I
green
will-
dragon. Yeah.
I will watch Imric. You continue to excavate the brambles, she says. You can continue the excavation. 15 minutes later, you'll hear a big suck, followed by a big expulsion. If you come back out, there will be a few more creatures. You'll recognize ettercaps and some sort of twisted bear that has like deer antler horns coming out of it. Dead of probably her breath weapon in front of them. And eventually, Imric will wake up, strapped to the back of a dragon.
Emmerich, we're having trouble clearing the brambles.
Oh, I'm asleep. Anything happen?
No.
Just creatures coming
see
through the
spider.
forest. Oh.
Yeah, corpses
You're
everywhere.
having trouble. How much progress have we made? I'll take a look.
Well, they needed to get 200 yards to the buried pit, and they've managed about 150 yards.
Well, I've still got 4 hours of spell learning to do, so crack on, lads.
You said we've gotten 150 yards. How much longer?
He's got like 4 hours of spell learning. So.
Sorry, yeah, those measurements don't line up at all. You wouldn't get 150 yards in an hour. They've managed to get 50 yards into the
Yeah.
thing, so it'll take another
We're
3
good.
hours.
Okay.
All right, well, all works out quite good. You know, obviously, don't go inside without me. But I'm gonna sit and I turn around and see all the dead spiders and stuff. So, is it not safe over there? Maybe I'll just stay here.
I will
Follow
keep
my
an
book.
eye on you, Imric, says Shine.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll sit in the bramble tunnel just behind Sean.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll land
that's
there.
not a great spot because your brothers are going to be hauling brambles out.
Oh,
through
they're
the
pulling them
tunnel.
out.
Yeah.
Why aren't they just like throwing them,
Where
Throw
do
them
they
where?
throw them?
like just either side of the tunnel?
It's all
And
thick
we dig
bramble.
the tunnel. You learn the spell.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay,
Passive
I
wisdom.
don't sit there then. I'll get Shine to move 10 feet forward and I'll,
Yeah, she'll move over here. She's still needed to like, as the brothers pull the brambles out,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
picks them up and chucks them over. So, it's a process.
Any of these dead spiders parts be good for spells?
Do you want to stop your spell learning and
No.
dig around in the spotter corpses?
I think in the moment. I'll carry on. Good point.
Okay.
and learn my spells.
Hours pass. The sun begins to set. It's dark now. What's your source of light by which to learn your spells?
Lightstone.
Yeah, I guess so. Lightstone.
If you want, I can make you a little thing with my spear.
Little fire. No, it's alright. I think the lightstone's fine. We're making enough noise, aren't we? It's not like we're being subtle here.
Yeah.
Well, 3 hours later, the brothers McGarry, the two of them. Well, before we declare those actions, what spells have you learned after 180 minutes, Nick? What is the order of operation of your spell learning? Because they're going to get to that tunnel. And if we encounter something, it might interrupt your spell learning process.
Yeah, okay. 2 magic missiles. And... how many minutes? 160? 180?
Just what order do you learn them in? Because you wouldn't have known ahead of time.
I think I've done 2 magic missiles and 3 stone skins. That works out exactly 180. And I'm going from top down, you know, start with level 1s. Yeah, so that's what I've got. Do you want me to change my sheet so that I've only got those
4
spells?
stone skins, did you say?
3.
3?
One
Any
more stone skin to do.
level?
Yeah, 1 more stone skin to do, and the disintegrate, which I wasted really.
Okay.
Just wasted time.
So stone skins are 4th level, so 3 4th level spells is 120 minutes, 2 hours, plus 2 1st level spells is 140 minutes,
Yeah,
which is 2 hours and 20 minutes.
And then I'm halfway
And-
through the last stone skin.
Halfway through the last stone skin, when the other 2 brothers, 200 yards from you now, hack out the last bush, or the last patch of brambles, and begin to pull it away and turn it so you can haul it down the pathway. I imagine it's hard to haul brambles down a path, so you've got one person in front dragging and another person behind hacking anytime it gets caught on something, leaving just brush along the way. As you hack the sides of this and squeeze someone back there to hack the back and yoink it out a wee bit, you can see there's this 4-foot wide hole with a mound that rises maybe 1.5 feet off the ground all the way around it. A little patch of cleared brambles that Tyrael had experienced before in the nearby vicinity, maybe an 8-foot clearing all the way around it. Who is the one who drags the brambles out of the path, and who's the one who walks behind them and hacks at them if they get caught on something?
Hero probably drags. He's stronger. Anton will hack.
I imagine we're probably taking turns even, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can roll D2. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and with your magic spears, you can hack them away from the brambles. A normal spear wouldn't be qualified for this job, but your spears of vengeance and your spear of Rohana definitely are.
Are you sure you don't want us
Wait.
to roll like a D100, maybe on a 2, our weapons break, maybe, but...
That's a fair thing. Why
No,
don't
I'm just
you,
kidding. No,
roll
I'm fine.
100?
Sorry, Neil. I'd have just finished the 4th stone skin. 40, 80, 120, 160. And then 2 magic
40,
missiles.
20, 80.
40,
Oh,
80,
those stone
120,
skin and then magic
160.
missile?
Well, no. But the 2 magic missiles is 20. First stone skin, that's 60. Second stone skin, 100. Third stone skin, 140. Fourth stone skin, 180.
Oh, my math is bad. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I thought.
sorry. I should have picked
No,
up on that.
you're totally right. 3 hours is 180 minutes, not 160 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're completely right. So you finished up this spell. You're taking a breather in between before you turn the page to what's coming up next.
Disintegrate.
Ah, what a good spell.
Yeah.
As the other 2 brothers come across this tunnel. Tyrael yoinks it out. Anton slips behind, begins to clear some space. And here you are, Anton, next to this 4-foot hole in the ground. Do you look in? Do you leave it alone? Do you turn your back to it? Do you keep your eyes
Is my
on
brother ready? Is the Imric done spell learning?
it? He's gonna keep learning for a while.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you gotta
go.
check.
I'm gonna go wait
Mm.
with the boys.
So the 2 of you, carry out that last patch of brambles. Then
Can I get an
take no
extra...
warnings to the pit.
Can I get an extra light stone from Imric? Does he have another one?
I'm gonna look if I have another. He has another.
Yeah, I do. I can also cast light for you if you want.
I'd just like to have a light stone.
But I give you a stone, yeah.
Do you have an extra dark stone?
Well, I have 1 of each, so I can give you both of mine, and then I won't have them, but that's okay. You make more use of them than me, so yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I will remove mine.
And one of me James. We wait till Emmerich ready and Shine's ready.
Yeah, yeah. You clear the hole. You head back out. Shine tosses the brambles. You look to Emmerich. Emmerich is still working on learning more spells.
Just one more spell to go, guys, but it's the longest one. About an hour.
That's fine. We're probably gonna sit down for a sec, catch our breath after hacking everything apart. It's fine.
Roll another one. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, actually, I've got another prying eye spell to learn. Maybe I won't learn that. Although I could send them down the lair and scout it.
Have they scouted anything so far?
They will have never come back. I think the duration would have lapsed without them returning. Because they never saw the dragon, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So I'm going to need to add another 50 minutes on Nil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's dark now. You're all sitting within the confines of the light stone. Shine's keeping an eye out for possible creatures coming. Sort of like that same distant music you heard earlier, some sort of flute and drum. Not in the direction of the lair, but back the other way. Did we still pay it no heed?
Can I guess using my thief listening skills, can I pick out any more details or something?
Yeah, make me a detect noise check, please. Yeah. This is very clearly a melancholy medley? No.
Melody?
Melody, thank you. A melancholy medley.
Melody.
God, tongue twisters. It reminds, it's sort of just a remorseful remembrance, sort of thinking back to former days. It doesn't seem to have any lyrics to it. It's not a song that you've heard before. But you can sort of catch the tune a little bit. Would you roll me a d20, Stephen?
Sure thing, Neil.
Charmed, lol.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you got for it. You
Really?
can make out enough of the notes that you could conceivably recreate this if your character had a musical proficiency.
Okay. I think otherwise we're just sitting here. Yeah, we're not doing anything.
Okay. A few minutes later, the melody is still there. You can still hear it.
Is it getting closer or?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't seem to be coming or going at all. But there's another sound that you're able to pick up with that thief skills check. There's a sound of brambles moving slowly and carefully. Sort of like a click, click.
Can you tell the direction?
Yeah, it's definitely coming from the direction of Scoria's lair.
Scoria's lair or?
Zarathus's lair.
Like from down the hole or?
Yeah, back that tunnel that you've been digging. You turn around to face it, but it's just dark. It's outside of the range of your lightstone, whatever it is.
Shine breath weapon up.
Shall I set fire to it all?
Use your gas attack. Jeez. Why are you so destructive?
It's the dragon.
It's the fiery heart of a red dragon, of a gold dragon.
I can use my light staff. My one of my staffs has unlimited castings of light.
You're
So
busy.
You're fucking busy.
well, no, hang on though. But hang on, I am busy. But if I feel like something's coming towards us, I think it's worth. I'm not gonna. Would I completely lose the progress on the spell and have to start?
Yeah, just
over?
keep doing
Surely
your
it
thing. We're
doesn't
fine.
work.
We're looking after you. Okay?
Yeah, we
That's
got
fine.
time.
Okay, well, just want to make sure it's not the dragon.
I'm gonna
Go
tie
back to
that
your
rope
spell,
around
Henry.
my lightstone again. The bind. I'll say bind to tie it, and then I'll throw the lightstone forward. The rope is 40 feet. Do I see anything out there?
Oh, you totally do. From the edge of your vision, you can see what appears to be a swarm of giant ants. Mostly soldier ants, probably a few workers mixed in there as well. And there's got to be maybe like 20 or 30 of these things all like crowded around. Most of them are just coming straight down that path. Some of
Does,
them are crawling on the side, some of them are crawling on the top.
Does Anton?
Yes?
Wait, does Anton have the shield that you bury in the ground and then gets huge?
No,
We
not
never
anymore.
got that.
I don't have it on me, I don't think. Oh, maybe I do. I don't remember. I mean, like, Shine breath weapon though.
Shine cranes her head around, unleashes
Well, wait.
a bout.
Before she does that, like,
She holds it in.
yeah, perhaps we should fight a bit, and then once the hull is completely congested, because we don't want to use this right away if there's like 1,000 more on the other end, right? We probably want to wait until the last minute when we need to.
She gets these all the time, no?
I can do it once every 3 rounds.
Go. Okay, fine. Fuck it.
She belches gas. The ants all twist and twerk, ending up on their backsides, legs spasming in the air, each and every one of them dead.
Cool. Dumb fucks.
And then,
yeah, I only have the magic slow shield right now.
Okay.
a few hours later, well into night by now, Imric finishes memorizing his last spell.
Finally.
Good job.
All right, I'm ready to go. Wait, should I stone skin us now?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Stand back. We'll stone skin everyone.
Okay. Well, as I understand it, we have a hard out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Let me tell you what I'm going to do, and then we can end just before I do that. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the edge of the hole. Right. I'm going to cast Prying Eyes, whilst they're just circling me for now. I'm going to take out my light stuff, and I'm going to cast light on every single eye. Wait, would that stop them seeing? I think it's unlimited. I think.
Yeah, when you cast light on an eye, it very specifically blinds them.
Shit,
That's unfortunate, because that's a clever idea.
It would have been good, wouldn't it? Okay, never mind. We can end.
Yeah.
I'll keep thinking.
Okay. Well, yeah. We can get to this point. Imric has full spells. Do you wanna throw your spell list into chat somewhere for us?
Yeah. Okay.
If you don't mind.
I'll type it up. It'll take me a while.
Yeah,
but-
that's fine. And when we come back next week, our party is at the lair of Zarathus.
Cool.
And we're gonna go in. And we're gonna kill that dragon. And you're gonna take her stuff.
Take her
And then you're
shit.
gonna go fight Scoria.
Absolutely true. Normal time next week, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Works for me.
Normal day, normal time.
Yep.
Do we got
Fine for me.
questions?
Yep. We have 3 of them.
Nice.
For Anton, I realize torture is cringe to play out, but I have to know on a scale of 1 to Merchant Dave, how screwed up was Anton's Velthara ritual? For example, did the Drakissian families revel in the killing? How drawn out was the mystery and scum suffering? How fast did the shadow dragon nope out of there?
Yeah, it was about vengeance. I don't know. I don't know what each individual soldier did, but Anton would have let them do whatever they wanted. I'm assuming most people were just killed pretty quickly. And I don't know about the shadow dragon. I have no idea.
There's no such thing as shadow dragons.
Okay.
Not true.
Do magic items resize to fit the wearer at least a little bit? If yes, what would Anton think about setting up Velthara's future weapon for success? At the moment of birth, give the baby the Circlet of Wisdom, Constitution Amulet, and Belt of Giant Strength. High Wisdom, Con, and Strength. Perfect weapons for Velthara and could start as soon as possible. Could be a cool hard mode if you feel like things might be too easy and seem on character for the harsh and zealous Anton.
Do magic weapons resize?
Yeah, things will fit you perfectly somehow.
What is an
But you couldn't
18
get,
wisdom baby like?
It's a really good question.
Damn. To all, if the brothers had to fight a 1v1v1, who do you think would win? Can you do a 1v1v1 at the end of the campaign for fun?
Emmerich would win.
True.
Yeah, I think it would all come down to, like, it would be like a
Emmerich
dice roll on, like,
stepped away,
saves
yeah.
and stuff, I think, right?
Yep.
Best thing, I think Anton would cast Hold Person. Oh no, free action ring. Never mind.
Yeah. If you have free action ring, Anton can't really do much. Yeah, Emmerich wins.
30 AC, multiple spears.
You just
Yeah, but
fly
to
that
magic
way.
missile, he just flies around and magic missiles me, you know?
Hmm.
What are you gonna do?
We could hide under a tree. He'd have to come down to you, right?
Grapple him.
No. Okay, well, it's been fun. We'll be back next week, same time. Or not the same time, we'll be an hour later because we'll be at normal time. And yeah, it's been fun. We'll catch you guys later. I'm about to do the PK thing, so I won't be here for the rest of the night. It's been fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. And
We'll be
yeah,
back
Thanks
Saturday.
everyone.
see you guys later. Peace out.
Bye.
See you
Bye-bye.
later.